Hey, what are you guys waiting in line for?
Oh, yo, what's up? Wagwan, homeboy. Yo, big ups, check yourself, wagwan.
Oh, are you, Jamaican?
No, I'm not Jamaican, bumbleclot.
Are you black?
No, I'm not black, Banta Poodoo. I'm just cool. I'm a cool guy and I talk like this.
Yeah, so what is this line for?
Supreme's having a new heat drop.
Oh, yeah, it's Supreme. It's that...
Heat, man, merch. You know, clothing.
Uh-huh.
That irie, that boom boom, that good. That sweet punani.
Yeah, don't they just make crap and put a red bar on it and for some reason then people say it's good?
We've been waiting in line for hours for that heat drop.
Wait, what exactly makes it cool, though? Because...
What makes that cool? Well, because they tell us it's cool, and then everybody buy it, and then we all have to tell each other that it is still cool after that.
Right, you don't want to look like you're not cool after spending that much time and money on it.
Yes, it's a sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah, no, I get it. And then you've spent so much money on this that if someone were to tell you it looked stupid, you would have a big hissy fit, melt down online, and scream at people.
I am a cool guy.
That makes sense.
Big ups yourself, Babylon closing in, bless, Ja.
That kind of reminds me of that Ethan and Ela clothing brand, Teddy Fresh.
Oh, Ethan and Ela, pew, yucky.
Right.
What exactly would I get out of being a fan of an out of his prime Jewish guy and his annoying to listen to wife?
What are you getting, like another one of these hoodies or like a shirt or something?
I've been through this line 3 times and I already pick up that heat. This.
Really?
They sell us the diapers so we don't have to leave the line.
Wait, so you just go through the line to buy more diapers?
We buy the diapers so we can stay in line to buy more diapers.
Diapers all the way down.
Bless up.
Right.
We all get high together, man. And then we wear our clothes together.
Oh, you guys... Yeah, smoke.
It's a brand, man. It's a brand and a lifestyle. It's for the culture. We're doing it for the culture.
What culture is that?
And we subscribe to their podcast, man.
They have a podcast, too?
Yeah, Supreme have a podcast.
Yeah, okay, well, good luck. And, oh, hey, by the way, the reason I came over here is it smells like crap.
This is the new hype. We the Diapebeasts.
Yeah, okay, well, I gotta go do Podawful, so...
Cut to me, Jules.
Or would you pay Jesse P.S. of Podawful?
Wagwan! Big ups, welcome everybody. This is Podawful, Season Lunatic Fringe, the program, Hypercube XL. Welcome everybody, welcome henchmen. Thank you for joining me. Happy to be here, everybody. Very happy to be here. Redbar counter streaming right now. Scared, very terrified about this episode because Wagwan, of course, because they saw this episode happen. I don't think Redbar's ever done a show at where he's in Arizona, right? So he started his stream at on Sunday at like 5:30. Kind of a random time, you would think. Kind of an odd, strange time, but what a strange world we live in. And Dirk, I'm hearing myself back in your thing, so if you can correct that. Thank you. All right. Anyway, so Redbar. We got to talk about Redbar because if you remember, we had the Comedy Shaman episode recently. Comedy Shaman he was one of these guys who was obsessed with Redbar to the point where he feels the need. A lot of these guys feel the need, and you've seen this firsthand if you're in the Discord, feel the need to go to other people's things and tell them about Redbar, right? Now, I'm not just talking about the stealing Podawful's watching you thing and saying REDBAR'S watching. I mean, they feel the need to like go and pre-defend REDBAR somewhere. It's this really odd behavior. I've never seen it with any other show. I've seen friendship simulator shows, Mersh, Nightwave, the Mersh effect. I've seen all of these things everywhere, and I've never seen quite to the level that I have with REDBAR, and we've been dealing with a new guy. So first we had Comedy Shaman. By the way, Comedy Shaman now friend of the show.
Yeah.
That's 100% official. We'll talk about that. Then I had this guy show up called Hostbusters, okay? And I know what you're thinking. LOL, what an idiot, stupid name, ha. Now, if you are familiar with REDBAR at all, you know this character, Hostbusters. He is somebody who has been in their universe for a while. I've never had him orbit over here before. One day he showed up into Discord. We're going to go over that whole thing. But first, I think it's time to check out REDBAR for the first time in a long time. I sat through about 3 hours of REDBAR for the first time in forever. And that 3 hours of REDBAR, by the way, is 1/3 of an episode. This episode, it was so long, I'm trailing off at a certain point, but I feel like you guys need to see a little bit of it. Now, does anybody here, and you can be honest, anybody in here with me, any of the henchmen, listen to REDBAR or watch it ever, like outside of clips? I know we post clips and stuff, but anybody at all, be honest.
No.
Since the last time I watched it was when you streamed it in a Discord when he came back after a year off.
Yeah, the more machine than man now episode. Well, speaking of that, by the way, so he comes back and it's immediately apparent that there's a horrific thing going on, right? Number one, there's this eerie, how do I even describe this? Drum set. Actually, should I be playing that after every single thing I say? Jules!
Yes.
Only if you're covering up your flatulence.
So he comes, yeah, that's true. He has been covering up his little poots. REDBAR's doing little poots. He's wearing diapers. And he comes back. We didn't know at the time. Like, I had been circulating a rumor for a year that he had a, what's it called? A Constantinople bag? What's that thing? Istanbul, something. Colostomy, exactly. Yeah, poop. He had a poop bag. He had a sack that he got from a bodega that says, have a nice day, have a nice day, have a nice day. He thought it was hypebeast gear because it just repeated the text over and over again. He attached that to his belly and the poop came out, and then Jules would come and change it. Turns out it was even more embarrassing. Actually, which is more embarrassing? To have a fully installed permanent solution to your crap problem, or to have your wife change you and powder your bunghole? I'm not exactly sure. REDBAR, if you don't know, by the way, is, how do I describe it? Have you ever seen or heard Opie and Anthony? Have you ever heard Man Cow? Have you ever seen late stage Howard Stern? I feel like we're going to be using that one a lot. By the way, that sound effect was first. So REDBAR is just a show like any of these Opie and Anthony alikes, these copy and Anthony's. But he's had this odd trajectory, just in case you're brand new to all of this. He's from Chicago, so he first copied Man Cow. Then he found out about Opie and Anthony and like all of the shows that we now make fun of on Podawful, Mersh, all of the Mersh effectors out there, everybody that's friends with Royce. Everybody in Tom Gully's The Dabbleverse. I call that Tom Gully's The Dabbleverse because it's the only way I've ever even heard of that thing. All of these people do Opie and Anthony. He started doing Opie and Anthony like 15 years ago. He sort of invented doing Opie and Anthony. And then sometime right before his big hiatus, a.k.a. Abandoning his post, aka abdicating his duties, he decided that he was the new Howard Stern. And I don't mean that he is the like replacement for Howard Stern. I mean that he looked at, nebbish, never leaves his home, like frightening, everyone hates him, Howard Stern. The Howard Stern that rubs shoulders with celebrities and cares about being noticed and all that sort of stuff. The one that thinks he's constantly sick. He has a hypochondriac syndrome going on. Yeah, he looked at that and said, why not me? Now, there's a fascinating thing going on. He has done that fully, by the way. Jules, he put Jules in the Robin dunk tank. Jules is his wife, right? And he used to copy an Opie and Anthony, so he didn't have a wife on because Opie and Anthony said that that's a hole. But then he started copying Howard Stern. He even got Howard's microphone, same microphone Howard uses. Howie, his fellow guy, his friend Howard. And
first name basis.
And he was copying. He thought, oh, listen, we're going to copy the Howard in LA set. We're going to get the fake plants. We're going to have the city skyline in the background, which makes no sense. They live in the desert. This is Chicago behind him or something. What city is this? It can't be Tucson. There's no way there's that many buildings there. So city skyline behind him because Howard had it in his LA. Look up Howard Stern's LA studio. Okay. This is just a dark version of that. This is an inverse version. He bought all of these real man. He's playing Radio Man. He's doing a fake Radio Man LARP here where he bought all of this equipment. None of it is plugged in. It's just to light up. None of this is in his signal chain. I think maybe this thing is right here, but nothing else back. He's never used any of this equipment. He put a drum set in the studio. He put guitars in the studio. It's never been touched. Okay? It's gathering dust. We will be on drum set watch. From now on. From now on, we will be doing a permanent look-see over at Red just to see if he's ever even touched that drum set. What's going on? Why did he put a drum set there? I'll tell you. The Howard Stern Hollywood studio, the first time they were there, they had Green Day in the studio. Mike David used to be in a Green Day cover band or something. He's like gay for Green Day or something. And so he watched that. This is where he got the idea. He saw Green Day there. They had the drums set up. They had the guitar set up. He said, I'm going to just do that. So he takes Jules, his wife, and he puts her in the Robin drunk tank, the dunk tank. He's throwing balls at her, making her swim for her life every few minutes. You never see her. What's going on, by the way? How come you're not allowed to see her? I think we know why. So he's got her off in a booth like Robin. He's doing his LARP. Anyway, this is all you need to know if you don't know Redbar. I've got a history with Redbar where I made fun of him years ago for copying Man Cow. And ever since then, he tried to say I copy him. And then over and over and over again, we find exactly the opposite is true. So I hope that catches everybody up. Was there anybody here in chat, in Discord? Did anybody not know anything about Redbar until just now? All right. Because this is going to be important.
The last time I witnessed Redbar was when you did the Man Cow episode. God, what was it, 2 years ago?
Yeah, like 2 years ago. Well, this was the
he's
big...
looking bad.
He's looking real bad. So he's more machine than man now, unfortunately. Now watch this. It all ties together. I tune in, first episode since we did that show you're talking about, Paul. And he's wearing this, okay? Fine, I guess. He's been dressing more and more like if a 12-year-old Freaky Friday'd with his own grandmother. I'm not exactly sure what the style is. It often crosses into the realm of the grandma dinosaur from the hit sitcom Dinosaurs. There's this he's hunched and there's this bizarre elderly dinosauric nature to his presence, to his corpulence. And so I see this sweater and I go, there's something off about this. Watch this.
Look at this shirt. Look at this shirt. Is this a little wide?
Stick out your hands in a T. Full T.
A full T. This is a little wide.
What?
This is not how I dress.
Yes, it is. Just to be clear, yes, it is how you dress. Number one, you didn't get on the show and then discover that you're 2 sizes too small. He's shrinking, okay? So we're dealing with a man who is in full shrink. And it's getting worse and worse. You thought he looked bad before. They actually had to rebuild the entire set in order to make him not look too tiny behind the desk. This shirt he bought just the day before, it's like the reverse of the Grinch's heart, you know? So I see this shirt and I go, wait a second. A few months back, I reported about Mike David's safety shirts. Now, you don't know. Does anybody know what a safety shirt is? Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I say this?
I didn't until you explained it.
So like months ago, there were all these articles of New York bad bitches getting it done. And here's the thing, you know, you can't slut shame and you can't be racist. Diversity is the best. And I agree with both of those sentiments. So I'm with the women on this one. Women in New York are feeling like they need to live their lives in fear. And they're right. Because they're constantly being R-worded on the subway. Now, the problem is they need to dress S-worded, okay? They can't go out not looking like a total W. And unfortunately, all of the M's and B's and N's on the train, when they see that, it makes them hyper, you know? It starts getting them hot and bothered. So what the women have been doing, they go, okay, I'm going to still dress like a complete S, but I will wear basically my father's work shirt over top of my spaghetti straps. And that way, hopefully, you know, Abid doesn't get any bright ideas on the train. Hopefully, Nakeem doesn't start getting squirrely with me. Now, I don't know if this is working, but these are real articles. You can look these up. They called them safety shirts. And I noticed, wait a second, I know another guy wearing safety shirts. Mike David. Fuck yeah, shout out.
He looks like he's hanging from strings.
Well, that's the thing. So I called this out. We noticed in a clip a while ago that there was a device. He has like a Brannick device. He has some sort of a scoliosis brace. Something is going on underneath his shirt. This was months ago, where he needs to wear these big flowy things to hide it, right? And this is all part of his Crowder-David's disease. Crowder-David's disease, of course, the disease of internet guys when they just don't feel like doing a show. I've experienced it many times, many times. Mr. Medicare, one of the worst cases. You do not want, pray that if you ever come down with Crowder-David's disease, it's non-Augustine. So
I was going to say he dresses like when celebrities don't want to be spotted by paparazzi.
Well, that's the thing.
On his own show.
And the sunglasses, the hats and stuff. You're right. That is very astute of you. There is an element of that. You know, when he and Jules were moving, they thought they were moving. This is not a joke. They thought they were moving to Los Angeles. They got about halfway there. Their car broke down and they realized, like, wait a second, we can't afford Los Angeles. We don't make that kind of money. Like,
isn't everyone moving away?
Everybody's moving away. But his dream has been for years to go rub elbows, to be that celebrity, you know? Again, late stage.
Well, he'd break those elbows at this point if he rubs them on anything.
Late stage Sternism is what he's looking for. You know, Howard Stern wants to be friends with all the people he used to shit on. That's Redbar now. And I need people to understand this. He's not the same. By the way, he was never that guy. This has always been the goal for him. So they get about halfway to Los Angeles. They go, we don't have no money. And so they just stop in Tucson. So this set decor, all of this stuff was meant to look like LA. And they try. I don't know if you guys remember this. Before it was found out where they had moved to, before we sent diaper deliveries to Mike, they were lying and saying that they were in LA. That he was trying to give the air of being a Hollywood guy. Not a joke. We are dealing with Hollywood Mike.
They're cyberbullying me to death.
That's just true. So when it comes to the big safety shirts, I called out he's wearing safety shirts to hide his devices. People are saying this in chat before the show. They said he's using an elaborate system of pulleys to keep himself upright. There was a rumor spread that he was in a wheelchair before he even came back, and that might even actually we haven't seen proof yet that he's not bewheeled. And I believe he uses I believe there's a brace involved. I believe there's an elaborate system of bladders that sort of inflate and move his arms and charge his claws. There's a lot of claw action. Again, he's becoming more and more similar to Merch by the day. It's very strange.
If only that studio was mic'd so that we could hear all of the servos and.
Well, we've been hearing little poots because of his
I think
diaper
each
disease.
individual limb is counterbalanced to an individual drum on the drum set.
There
That's what
are magnets, counterweights going on. There's a lot of device. It's basically mousetrap underneath these sweaters. So a while ago, I made fun of him for the cardigans, right? And we've been calling out the cardigans. And I said on the last show that we talked about this that he ripped off Daniel Tosh when it comes to the cardigan thing. You can look this up. Daniel Tosh, that was a whole season of Daniel Tosh was like, look at the cardigan I'm wearing. That was season 2 of Tosh.0.
Season.
You might notice, by the way, there's some similarities between Tosh and this style of show. So it's not unlike, by the way, I don't know if anybody's seen Tosh Point, the new Tosh show, the new podcast from Tosh. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm not a Daniel Tosh fan. As a matter of fact, he's stolen goons from me. But he's funny. He's funny. The show, I watched the show thinking, well, maybe this is something we can cover. It's actually too good. It's way better than Red Bar, I'll tell you that much. It's funny. It's snappy. It's quick. It's over in 45 minutes. You got
Is it based?
Yeah, it's red pilled. I'll tell you that much. You've got 8.5 hours to go on this episode. We've gotten 1 minute in. You got 8.5 hours to go. We're not watching this whole thing, by the way. That's not what this episode's about.
Thank God.
Thank God. I mean, we couldn't. It would take years. Give it a year to go over this one episode. So
it's crazy that the clip channels, the clips are an hour and a half long.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, that's the good stuff. So, by the way, Tosh.0, my only criticism of Tosh.0, actually, I'll save that. Remind me to bring that up again in a little bit here. When I'm going over some things on Twitter, remind me to bring up the Tosh.0 thing again, okay? So I don't want to lose this, though. We bullied him out of wearing the cardigans. We called him out for trying to become a Kurt Cobain guy. We called him out for his safety shirts. Now he's gone to this. So he has resorted to becoming a Talking Heads sweater guy. I'm not sure. Now, if you don't know, this is hypebeast wear. Okay? This is what streetwear guys are into. Hypebeast stuff. And it's the things that Kanye West tells a white guy to wear. That's it. So,
isn't there like an age limit on it, though?
Well, there certainly should be. You're seeing why there certainly should be.
Yeah, he looks
right
like a walking grandfather paradox.
Yeah. So this is. And by the way, he's now the bigger the sweater. The more the devices hiding underneath. So we can officially report that he is now fully aware that people are noticing and keeping tabs on how many devices he's hiding underneath his shirt. The shirts are going to only increase in size from here. Wait for it. It will happen. If we go, let's go a little further in this episode. And I got to show you guys this because this took me aback. Again, I could only power through but so much of this show. But watch this.
Seen Nadiv around. Tom Segura, producer Nadiv, has a comedy channel now. Let me show you what it's like. This ain't good. So he's going Joke World. A lot of people saw the success with Joke World and they want to join in. This is that Nadiv guy. He is what's called one of the world's Denny's.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The world's Denny's.
So there's a lot of Denny's.
Is that like one of the Earth's Denny's?
Yeah, it's one of the Earth's Denny's, one of the world's Denny's, one of the internet's.
Many, many, many Denny's.
They seem to also all have red hair, be fat, and have these glasses. They really do.
Bang, because another sentence happened, so bang. Car crash. That's off the same disc as the car crash from Opie and Anthony, by the way. Same sound effects pack from 96. Okay, so if you don't, last week? Last week we had 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago we had Clown Syndrome 3, an episode about the Santa Cruz Joker, and the entire conceit of the episode was that it's about the Earth's Jokers. This is a phenomenon we've been cataloging now for years. Something we've been going over for years. The Earth's Jokers. There's all these guys that pretend to be the Joker. Okay, fine. To us, that sounds weird. To a Podawful person, hearing that, you heard everybody react. It instantly, something's up, right? Now, I know you guys in chat here with me, you're going to agree with that. I don't have to check in with you. The people, the average Joe watching, they're going to say it can't be that serious. This episode, this is the most recent episode, other than I guess he's live right now. This is a random episode. I just tuned into this one randomly for this. This episode came out days after our Clown Syndrome episode. And people who know Podawful will know that Mike has, on the record, stated that he and Jules watch Podawful and that Jules' favorite goon is the Santa Cruz Joker. He said that. In fact, I believe what the story was is that he would call Jules the Santa Cruz Joker when she was in the shower to make fun of her, saying that she's as fat and ugly as the Santa Cruz Joker, and that would upset her, something like that. That was the story. This is a real story. So they know the Earth's Jokers. Now, that might not be enough for you. That's fine.
And there's a lot of these Denny's out there also, like in the guitar world. You'll see these Denny's in the barbecue world.
Having jokers, having Mersh effectors, having these repeats of guys. I've never heard that before on Red Bar. Maybe it is. And I will say, I don't have the clip for this part. I will say it goes on and they start talking about co-host syndrome. Again, the episode in question we did was Clown Syndrome. He keeps using this syndrome term over and over again. It's interesting, but it doesn't mean much. And I agree. I'm with you out there. That's not a big one. But then this happens. Now, again, this episode happened the other day. Okay. And I get to this point in the video and I can't believe my eyes.
Tape of just finally with Diddy. Is this talking? Oh, okay. No, that's the Jeep thing. What was this?
Go to here. I put it in nice.
A lot of
that I found to be funny. That's
a lot of this show, by the way, is granddaughter showing grandpa how to work the YouTube. The glasses. And, listen, the glasses. Every podcast guy, every YouTube guy is now wearing sunglasses. I got shit on for 2 years. These are eyeglasses, by the way. These are not sunglasses in any way. These are prescription. Every single dude is doing this now. Red Bar, shit on the glasses. Now he's wearing the glasses. These don't got no medicine in them. Ain't no medicine in these glasses. How about go get some prescription glasses so you can see your time codes? Because not the mama, we don't have time for this.
Joker.
Yeah, look at that. Anybody who's into the Joker must be stopped. You understand?
No.
There's no more.
No.
Now it gets worse. This is an Yes, this is an 8.5 hour long episode. And by the way, I think anything that Mike David goes through should be referred to as an episode. Why in the middle in 2023? Why in the middle of 8 hours of non-tent, of nothing, of trending topics, chasing the new comedian trends? Why in the middle of that would you suddenly need to talk about, I'm not kidding, a 2-year-old P. Diddy video? What was so important about this video that is old news? We've talked about this before. Old news. You need to see a Joker Man video. Same episode.
High-fiving somebody about the Joker. Think about what you've become. I don't want to even have to explain that to somebody. The Joker must stop. I've been yelling this for 10 years about the Joker.
Oh, you have?
Liar.
Oh.
Oh, really, dude? Oh, yeah?
Okay.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
So this blew my mind, obviously. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy.
There will never be a time where it's okay to like the Joker anymore. It's over. Here's P. Diddy as the Joker from last Halloween. What?
Okay. So from last Halloween. By the way, not when he says not this Halloween. Like a Halloween just passed. Last Halloween. This is old news. He had Joker stuff in him for some reason. We've done 2 Clown Syndrome episodes recently. Mike's now thinking about the Joker. I don't know. It feels strange to me, but this is a guy who, he only does shows like once a month. So he's got plenty of time to be sitting around watching everybody else's stuff. I mean, hey, am I right? REDBAR'S watching. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're watching. They're watching Podawful. Okay. And by the way, just to be clear, he has never, ever once talked about the Joker. Like this, it just has not happened. Find me an episode from 10 years ago where he's talking about how the Joker is bad. You can't do it. Joker guy. We did Joker guys before the Santa Cruz Joker, by the way.
The Batman shooting.
The Batman. Well, there's the Bat. Well, okay, hang on. Now that doesn't count. And that he was not even a Joker. That was all bullshit about James Holmes being a Joker. But we had a
funky hair.
We had the Batman fan film. Well, actually, that one didn't have the Joker in it. But we did have the cosplay cringe versus cringe with the Joker. Deadpool's versus Joker. Like this has been a running theme in Podawful, and it makes sense for Podawful. It doesn't make sense for Redbar. Redbar is a show that talks about Joe Rogan. So I don't know where this is coming from, but it is very upsetting, very disturbing. And again, we will be watching his drum set. Just something we're going to have to be keeping an eye on. Has it been played? Can anyone confirm for me in chat if he's if the drum set has ever been if he's even gotten? I would give him this. If he got up on camera, walked over to the drum set, sat down behind it, and maybe even gave it a little he just touched it a little bit, one little finger around a rim or something. I would be willing to listen to that. I'd be willing to hear that one. Now, speaking of music and Redbar, I was watching our new friend, the Comedy Shaman, and he was talking about the band Fish. And I had an epiphany, okay? He's talking about, everybody knows Fish, right? P-H-I-S-H.
Is it the Grateful Dead?
It is the Grateful Dead. Yeah, great point, Paul. Yeah. Yes, actually, it is all right, if you don't know about Fish, there's 3 things about Fish. All they do is for hours sit around and noodle, right? It's just unlistenable noodling for hours and hours and hours. And then every once in a while, the noodling is punctuated by a song, but the song is also somehow the worst part. And then on top of that, everybody follows them around. They follow, like the people who are into Fish are into Fish. It's literally a lifestyle. It's a culture to be into Fish. They like
Greg's and Jared's.
Fish doesn't go on tour. The people, their audience goes on tour, and Fish just accidentally is in a town somewhere. Fish has to follow their audience around from venue to venue. So it's just the same guys aging out. So it's these old guys sitting there way past their prime to the point where it's embarrassing, noodling around for 8 hours. Everybody in the crowd has to be on drugs to enjoy it. And of course, they ripped off the Grateful Dead, the obvious act that's exactly like it that came right before it. But for some reason, nobody ever seems to call that out. Sound familiar?
Yeah, I was hoping you were going there.
And I said, now, Comedy Shaman, again, a Comedy Shaman was one of these Redbar simps, and we've broken him from it. This is why we're pals now. He still likes Redbar. Don't get me wrong. But the simptitude that was going on has been, he's now realized his mistake. We read all of his embarrassing text messages and all that kind of stuff. And his brain, he had an epiphany. You know, Comedy Shaman is a former meth head. So in this episode, we're going to be exploring the mindset of Red Bar fans. We've gone over Mersh Effect guys. We've gone over the Earth's Jokers. This is about Red Bar guys. So we needed a name for it. You know, Red Bar guys, they're former meth heads. They're current meth heads. All of them are on drugs of some kind or another because you need drugs to enjoy Red Bar. The other thing is several, at the very least, one very prominent member of Red Bar's audience has brain damage, literal CTE brain damage. So I'm sitting around, I'm trying to figure out what is it about Red Bar? What makes these guys tick? Why are they so deathly invested in it? We've been doing a little research into this, and we found some stuff in the Red Bar Facebook group. Very, very embarrassing finds here. Here's Red Bar Scars Club. And to quote tonight's main event, Hostbusters, Red Bar Scars Club because he collaborates with himself. That's a very astute. I got to give now Hostbusters. We're going to be talking about him. He is the man in question with brain damage, but that's a very astute observation. You cannot collaborate with yourself. Okay. I can't do the Podawful X Pizza Fund. I'm me both times. So there's a bunch of people. Somebody in our cult noticed a trend in the Red Bar group, and I've seen this many times over the years. Everybody wants to be friends with Mike. This is way beyond friendship simulator, and their way to his heart is to show them that not only are they watching his show on their TV here, but they're sitting there and they're drinking the same alcohol as him and also smoking the same weed. Because Red Bar is fish. You need drugs to appreciate Red Bar in any meaningful way. Here's a slightly clearer photo from the same guy. Now, fun thing here is, so this guy's got the time for the bisexual lighting. Yikes. This guy's got the time for the elaborate bong. What is that, a dab rig? I don't know. He's set up his little lazy Susan like Mike has on his desk. They want to know, like, I'm just like you. I'm also a hopeless drug addict. I'm watching your show right now. See? If I could prevent people from doing drugs before watching Podawful, I absolutely would. I hate the idea that you're doing other stuff. There are people right now playing a video game while watching this show, and if I could personally come to each and every one of your houses and lightly tap you on the shoulder and let you know I mean business when I say, please, sir, stop, I'd do it. This guy's got all the time in the world for all of that, but he also doesn't have the time to get a bigger apartment. I don't know if you noticed this, but his TV is next to his air fryer because that is his kitchen. Okay.
Why is it in a corner?
Well, because that's all the room there is. In fact, I have a strong feeling that maybe, just maybe, that this dining room table is at the foot of his bed. He's actually laying in bed here. I don't know. He's got wires hanging out. But listen, who's to say you're not supposed to watch Red Bar, get a little fried, do a little air frying at the same time? This is a completely normal way to enjoy the bar. In fact, here's another person going down the Red Bar fan apartment rabbit hole. They all want him to know they like weed and have dogs too. This one is even worse. You've got multiple Tool posters. I mean, when I say multiple, it's nothing but Tool posters everywhere.
There's no symmetry. Look at the one at the very top.
No symmetry. It's perfect symmetry, Paul. It's the Fibonacci spiral. Who are you to wave that finger? You must have been out your head.
Did you notice the Joker head at the bottom?
Oh, is there a Joker head? You've got it. Oh my God, there is. It's a mask from the movie. Oh, that's the bank robber Joker mask. By the way, next to Buddha. Same guy, Joker, Buddha, one of the Earth's Buddhas, the Joker. So you've got all this Alex Gray shit. He's got, by the way, they're stealing the Hypercube XL. That's a patented Podawful bit. I don't know where they got that from. Did somebody just pass away like an old lady into the microphone?
Wanda just agreed with me.
Oh, that was an agreement. And then look at this. What is this? What literally? What is this? What am I looking at? His mug. This dude's mug has a tool art on it. He's got coffee in it. And then next to that is what can only be described as a Ghostbuster bong. I don't know what it's like a Mad Balls if they made head shop shit. There's a beaker.
The Lego man.
There's a fucking beaker. Just to be clear, this man's doing scientific experiments while watching Red Bar, and that might be what it takes. But I'll tell you what I find the most offensive in this image of all. The dogs, okay? It's the dogs. Because these dogs were forced to sit here for this photo. Why? Because Mike owns dogs. So these guys don't want him to just know that they're weed guys like him. They want him to know that they're dog guys like him. We're the same, Mike, you and me. We should basically be friends. And if you don't believe me, here's another one. Everyone is very impressed that this guy figured out how drywall works. And look at this. He posts no wires. He's showing off that there's no wires underneath his TV. And by the way, no air fryer. Congratulations, Nate Murphy.
He went to Home Depot and spent $8.
Yeah, he figured it out. And by the way, who do you see right here? Oh, his doggy. This is a dog post. We're dog posting. Now this one's crazy. LOL, I wrote, LOL, fuck. You think these guys like weed? Hey, just getting high so I can enjoy your show. So here they are watching Red Bar, skate decks all over the walls.
You can't even see the television.
There is a giant dab rig, bong. I don't know what there's a pipe there as well. He's got everything. Everything you need for your procurements. A tray.
Like a Michael Bay movie.
If you have
Like
a
blurred colors.
It's not even 311 yet.
If you have a tray on your coffee table, you're an addict. Okay. You need to get help. Serious help. If you have a permanent tray installed.
No,
By the way,
I think he needs to carry it from room to room, no matter where he's going. He's got to have it with him.
This is what they call paraphernalia. So you are para. You're into para, and you wouldn't have noticed this, but up here in the corner, the deck up on the wall all by itself in its own special place. Why? It's Cheech and Chong. So just in case you didn't know for sure this was a weed guy, what fucking year is it? Okay, look at this one. See, I also have a dog. And there's the dog front and center. No weed, but we made sure we paid our dog tax. Wow, thank you for the kind gold, Buccarino. Thank you, kind sir. Wow, your heckin' chonkers doggerino is sure Reddit silver for you. You won the internet today. We're paying our dog tax. Now, this guy, this is an interesting one. I don't know what the fuck's going on in this guy's life. I don't know what all this is. This is a bizarre setup. I said, you know what? I'm cool with the guy watching Red Bar in the boiler room. That one's fine for me. I don't see weed. I don't see a dog. I do see a very cheap USB hub, but that's about it. So now I feel like I am missing.
Jesse, you wanted a reminder about Daniel Tosh.
Yes, thank you. This is the time for that reminder. Let me just look through these one more time real quick because I feel like I am missing one here. Look, Mike, I'm a junkie too. Okay, so there we go. All right, so Daniel Tosh, like I said, he's got a pretty good show. Very funny. There is one issue. We gotta point it out, and this is a problem. I've talked many times. I've made fun of all the cat people out. I've got a dog, okay? I got no problem with pets, but I've talked many times about the cat people out there. And all the cat people, you're sick in the head, Mersh. You have toxoplasmosis. There's something horrifically wrong with you. Your brain has feline AIDS. That's how that works. So we need to pay special attention, though, when the dog people are at it, too. There is such a thing as doggoplasmosis. Doggoplasmosis, you need to be aware of this. Start noticing this trend. It's bad, and all of these guys are guilty of it. Tosh included, okay? Shit, did I lose my fucking tab here? No, okay, I got it. So, I'm watching Tosh. I'm thinking, wow, this is pretty great. He's not interviewing comedians. It's not about comedy. It's not the same old guests. He's got new, exciting, fresh faces on. It's funny. They're editing it down, so anything that doesn't need to be in there is gone. He's got a little Tosh.0 style segment at the top of the show, but it's quick, it's in, it's out. It's good. It's a good show. And then I got to the end. And I thought, this guy is getting away with it. This guy might have the most inoffensive and fairly decent comedy podcast in years. That's high praise, okay? Coming from me. That's high. I don't like anything. I had a good time watching his show. I watched 2 episodes of this show. But I watched the first half of one and the second half of another just to get an idea. Because it's the first 2 episodes. He just started this. See where he's at. See how good he is right at the start. And, this guy, he'd been doing a show for 10 years or however long. He's a pro. But then you get to the end of the episode, and out of nowhere, the guest is now gone from the guest chair, and a big, shaggy dog is there. You might not see a problem with this. There's a bit of explanation as if Tosh is going to be talking. This is his dog. It's his pet dog. This isn't a one-time bit. This is going to be at the end of every episode. He's paying the dog tax. This is literally a cheat code, and it's disgusting. I hate when people do this. I hate when they make their dogs a character in their business. Because that's what it is. When they try to make their dog a character, when they try to make their dog part of it as if they're like, you see this all the time. Steven Crowder is extremely guilty of this. Do we know what I'm talking about? He had that dog that was dying for years somehow. Steven Crowder both doing the dog tax and the grint, the Mersh-style grint, where he said his dog was going to die any minute now, and people are like sending him donations and sympathy and stuff. That dog lived another 3 years. It might still be with us. I honestly don't know. That thing deserved to be in hell long, long ago. I say send the dogs to hell. So when you see these people make their dogs part of their thing, okay? And listen, that doesn't mean you can never see the dog. That doesn't mean like, if it makes sense to do a bit with a dog, by all means. But your dog's not a character. Your dog's not the hairstylist in the credits of your show. Your dog, people shouldn't even really know the name of your dog. Okay. I got a dog a while ago, and I told people, but I didn't realize this was a thing. I wasn't trying to get the dog tax paid. I was just telling a story about how I didn't want to pick up dog shit. So people found out I got a dog, and they say, what's the dog's name? And I say Jasper. So then people will try to make him a thing, right? And I put him in an episode because I did a Star Wars holiday special. I'll never live this down. I regret this to this day. I did a Star Wars holiday special ripoff. So I thought, well, I need a Chewbacca. Okay, I guess it makes sense to put the dog as Chewbacca, right?
You've got Chewie.
Chewie. I should have used Chewie. It's obvious. We got a guy named Chewie. I used the dog. this was a mistake. This is I'm calling out my own hypocrisies here, just in case. Okay.
You could George Lucas it and just
Well, we will be reissuing a special edition of the holiday special that is in the works. So
McClunky edition.
We're doing a McClunky edition where we erase Jasper. Now, here's the thing. I killed Jasper. He's dead. We replaced him with a new dog. You'll never learn about him. You'll never see anything about. We sent Jasper straight to hell where he belongs. And there's no, oh, we love your dog, Jesse, because it's a cheat code. It's a disgusting, tugging at your heartstrings, cheating way of trying to get people to enjoy your show, trying to get people to endear themselves to you. And this
I can't wait for the dog segment.
This all goes toward what we're talking about here. Again, we're exploring. We're trying to figure out what makes a Red Bar simp a Red Bar simp. They're unlike any other. I was disgusted when I saw this. Thank you to the stranger who posted this in our cult on Discord. I tweeted this out. I said, Red Bar's dog had a single pixel show up on camera, and the IDF, Israeli Diaper Force, is now fully Reddit posting about how cute the heckin' Chonkarino is. This is the Bad Luck Boys level of doggoplasmosis. And that's true. Now look at this, okay? We're going to play a game. Everybody play along at home. This person says, Guillermo, who should be ridiculed. That's his name. That's his human name on Facebook. Guillermo Gutierrez. I could never tell you to go do something to this guy, and I wouldn't. That's it. But anyway, he says, rare Chula appearance. Chula's the name of which I think that this is fake. This dog should be dead by now. He used to keep this dog locked up in a bathroom, shitting all over itself. I think the dog was replaced at some point, and he's keeping the lie going. This is a weekend at Chula's style thing happening here. And you'll believe me in a second, because rare Chula appearance on the latest episode. Now look at this. This is a thing I do now, by the way. Look at this. All right. I want you to stare hard at this picture. The guy zoomed in and screenshotted the episode. I want you to stare at this. Now, this is not an AI trick. This isn't some sort of gotcha kind of thing. Find me the dog in this picture. I dare you.
I'll bite first. Is it to the right of the box on the Lazy Susan underneath the lamp?
Any other guesses? I don't know.
I can't see
when you
it.
touch the screen and it'll light up.
Okay.
Wait. Is it to the right of Mike's safety shirt on the left side there? Is that little bit of him poking up?
I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I tell you what, while everybody tries to figure this out in chat, we did get a few super chats here, so I'll just go ahead and read them. Podawful's watching you from Mike and Jules in chat. Happy to be here from I Am Magnus. Thank you. Peter Sky Parker says, free chat, don't read. Sorry for the distraction. I needed the distraction. Only Following Men says, Jesse, you must make him pay. You must goo on Jules. And then he goes on to say, please have $5 for Israeli Diaper Force. Okay, let's see what the chat room says about this. They say, I don't see shit. There ain't no fucking dog. He is Jewish. Where the fuck is the dog? No, he's not. LMAO.
Is it in the window of that skyscraper?
It might as well be. Okay.
Do you have your telestrator prepared, Jesse?
So again,
don't they say that dogs emulate the owners? So this dog shits on itself that's stuck in the bathroom and barely shows up for a show?
Nobody made this guy make this post. Nobody. I don't know if there was even a bit in. And again, I watched like a third of this episode. This is the episode we were just watching. I don't remember this moment. Maybe it happened later. Certainly could have. So maybe it was more, maybe this is just the world's worst screenshot. But to answer everybody's question, where is the dog in this picture?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know! How could you? It ain't there. There's no dog. I swear to God. I mean, find me I will give $1 million if you can prove that a dog. Listen, if you accidentally get the right pixel, so be it. But that's not proof. I can't believe that. There's no possible way. You could use photo forensics and never, ever, 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 ever find this fucking dog. Watch this. Tell me you see a dog here.
Maybe you're supposed to cross your eyes.
Oh, you think this might be a magic eye situation? Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. Maybe this will help.
A merged eye situation.
Nope. Don't see it. Somebody find me a dog. Somebody. Redbar, these guys are so sick in the head that he's getting dog tax, Hecarino chonkers, off of nothing. They dreamed a dog and have given him effusive praise for it. Don't believe me? Let's take a look. Here's some of the replies on this one. Billy Ryan says, dog Xing. How do you know? Also, where? Ryan Kimball says, doggy, 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 I made you out of hair, and when you're dry and ready, I'll put you in the oven. Richard Howenstein says, not a dog, a seagull. This is a joke with him that the dog is a seagull.
That's hilarious.
Yep. Jamathorn Kensington says, I think we should hear more from Chula. I think we should see more from Chula. And this is a guy who thinks dogs shouldn't be a part of your podcast. I'm dying to see this dog. I need proof of dog. Matthew Abe Lyson says, that's a Where's Waldo sort of sighting. Thank fucking God for Matthew. The only true Captain America of his time, one of the Earth's Captain Americas, him and Dirk. This guy finally, for the love of God, called out what everybody had to be thinking, which is, dog, where? Oh, yeah? Where? Prove it. Joe Journey says on Twitter, this would just say, what was that? I don't even know what that fucking means. Now, this is where it gets insane. Daphne Bush Fike. You fucking Fike! She says, cute. Oh, really? It's cute? Let me remind you what we're talking about. Wow. What a cute doggy.
It's like an NPC conversation.
Is that where I spotted it?
I don't know. Paul, I chose a random megapixel. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. But here's what I know. Cute. Oh, what a cute puppy. This is what I'm talking about. This is why it needs to end. The dog thing. Okay? Start calling these people out when you see it. I'm trying to think of other ones. It's not just Crowder. It's not just Tosh. It's not, I don't even know if it is Mike. I mean, at this point, legally, can you say his dog showed up on this show? You fucking fight. Anybody else? Anybody know any other dog guys like that?
Ethan Klein used to, but his dog died, so now he does it with his kids.
He used to have the dog?
Yeah.
I'm glad you bring up Ethan Klein, actually, because, and this is what I was alluding to earlier. So he was Man-Cow, then he was O&A, then he's Stern, now he's Stern. Now he's shooting for, and this is not a joke, Ethan and Hila. Now, we made fun of H3H3 before just about anybody years and years ago. A year later, give it a year, Redbar made fun of them. We don't care that much about Ethan and Hila. He's made a whole meal ticket out of it because it gets clicks, right? He's been making fun of Ethan and Hila. and their Teddy Fresh line, their clothing line. They're successful, by the way. They're very successful clothing line. He's gunning to become the next Ethan. Jules has already been working on being Hila for years now. She's unlistenable. You know, here's the difference between Jules and Hila, okay? See if you can pick which one's which. I would love to be in a room and just have, oh my God, imagine the conversations they would have. If the Hila and Jules podcast, the HJ podcast, it's like Bobcat Goldthwait talking to himself. So he's gunning to, I'm not kidding. He's like, I don't know how to put this. He's trying to become that. He needs to be, and not like content wise, but he needs it to be no work the way H3 podcast is no work. It's nothing. And he needs to be a millionaire and have a mansion in LA, specifically in LA. H3 ain't moving out of LA. Everybody, you guys said people are leaving LA. H3's not leaving LA, and Redbar wants to be there. He's dying to be there. And how do I know this? Because he tried to make his own Teddy Fresh. Okay? Now, this is where it all comes together. Teddy Fresh. We've made fun of Teddy Fresh many times in the past. We said that Teddy Fresh was the uniform of the Proud Boys. We had a whole thing called Teddy Fash. We were the first to do that one. Sven Stuffles very nearly tried to copy that, but I have forgiven him for it. He didn't know. Listen, there's been a lot of these jokes about Teddy Fresh, and certainly nobody's done more than Redbar about it. But does anybody remember that Redbar thought that he was going to be a clothing designer?
Fashionista.
Redbar years ago now, this was like 2016, I think, he announced on it. I mean, this was big. Oh, the announcement. It's one of those things where you announce announcements for it. This is, and it's also one of those things where like the guy announcing it is so excited about a thing, and then everyone else is like, okay, I guess. He was going to start his own fashion line. Now, I don't remember if Teddy Fresh or the Scars Club fashion line was first. I have a feeling it might have been inspired. And it's interesting that it would be inspired by Teddy Fresh because Teddy Fresh has been called out for copying designs. They plagiarize their designs all the time. But despite the fact that they've been proven time and time again to be plagiarists, they are extremely successful. 2016, Redbar announces that they're putting out, and I'm not kidding, and I can't believe I'm saying this, a lookbook.
I have autism. I can't help it.
Now, did somebody say, what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that?
Yeah.
Myself.
Yes. Okay. So, I'm so glad you guys said that. This is so nice. Aren't we having a good time, Jules? Wow, what a great show. You know it's
episode ever.
You know it's a good one, because I'm telling you it is.
It's a joke because I'm doing this.
Another hit dump, Jules. Okay, so I had never heard that term either. I remember this happening because it's when I learned the term lookbook. Now, for the rest of us grandmas and grandpas out there, we call this thing a catalog. Okay. You know, when a store would have a catalog, or like LL Bean, you'd get their catalog and then you could order from their catalog.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Mail it in.
Well,
That's the thing I've heard of.
Zoomers were like, I don't know where the U goes in that word. So they were like, let's just call it a fucking lookbook. So it's a catalog for hypebeasts. It's a catalog for streetwear people. It's a catalog for, you know, /FA on 4chan. And by the way, if you've ever seen a meetup of the fashion 4chan board, you've seen Redbar fans. Same guys. It's exactly the same. These are the same people. And this is what led me to my revelation here. I'm thinking about what makes a Red Bar fan a Red Bar fan. What is it? I remember that lookbook, and I realized ever since the lookbook, which by the way never happened, it failed, failure at launch. He put out, he was going to make a scarf. Okay, a scarf. Imagine buying a scarf from your podcast man. Don't believe me? Just watch. Or should I say, do you see what I see? A classic Red Bar bit. Here's the Red Bar Radio original Scarfs Club scarf. This is real. This is not a mock-up. This is nothing. All right. And a guy named Greg C. posted this to Twitter. So a shout out to Greg C. for all the stuff you're about to see here, because all this, there was even more than what he's got, and it's been lost to time other than his tweets, unfortunately. I can't catalog these things, but he's done the job, so you don't have to. So this was the big announcement. Like, when this scarf came out, this was part of the lookbook. He had Jules model the scarf. You know, he made her like go out into Chicago wearing the scarf. It was summer, by the way. She's wearing the scarf. Now, where did he get the idea for this? Well, where do hypebeasts get all of their ideas? Kanye West. Ladies and gentlemen, he ripped off the design. Here's the quote-unquote scarf. And that's from the Off-White label. Excuse me, Off-White label, which there's another similar scarf there. So all of this was just a ripoff of Kanye West. And by the way, most of his merch, even to this day, is just a ripoff of Yeezy shit. All that same kind of thing. Let me go find some more of his designs here just to show you. So he's putting out this lookbook, and oh, here's a good one. Check this out. So this is a pretty cool shirt. I'd wear this. Psychic readings, text the word scam. So it's just one of these, fucking, I don't know if this is really hype beast exact, but it's in that genre.
It's on the edge of being like one of those ironic t-shirts from 15 years ago.
It's a little bit like that that one that Mersh had on the hoodie where it's like the dog and the cat holding hands, like 10,000 must die. You know, the weird like pairing an image with text that doesn't make sense. It's kind of like halfway corporate. Almost looks like it's stolen text. Well, speaking of stolen, this is from Zoomies, by the way. Well, I guess Red Bar saw it because that's just a lady modeling that shirt. I guess Red Bar saw it because, here's his version. This is a big shirt. He sold a lot of these. And by the way, that's his dog. Dog tax. The Bring Back Group, the Red Bar Group, there's an actual company called the Red Bar Group that is not Red Bar related. It's just all tying in. It's the same image. It's the same design.
Bring back Bad Luck Boys.
The Bring Bad Luck Boys back to the Bring Back Red Bar Group. All of these are things. Okay. Now, again, I mean, this is not super important by any means. Who cares? You're not buying this stupid shit, right? The reason this kind of matters to me a little bit, though, is we had a shirt a while ago that was kind of in the vein of that ironic design you were just talking about, Paul, where, again, it's got this corporate look. I had this shirt. It was called the Pizza Lawyer shirt. It was based on a character from the show called Pepperoni S. Parmigiano, attorney at ZA. And it was a parody. I don't know if people know this. It was a parody shirt, not a ripoff, a direct parody of a Better Call Saul official merch t-shirt. Okay? So it's a lawyer character. The interpretation is meant to be seen in it. And years later, way after the fact, I got accused of ripping off that design from Red Bar. Again, I have a thing called the Pizza Fund. We had this character called the Pizza Lawyer. After the fact, Red Bar made this shirt. It says Scars Pizza. And for some reason, I don't understand this, he thought for a while that Freddy Krueger was a character of his. And it's also somehow Anthony Cumia at the same time. Scars Pizza. So it's a pizza chain shirt. By the way, not what the idea of my shirt was. It's a lawyer shirt. But this is
a direct reference to the show.
A direct reference. This is just nonsense. This is another one of those ironic nonsense shirts, right? Well, here's the problem. This shirt is directly ripped off from an actual pizza place that also is a hypebeast store. I know that doesn't make sense.
What?
I know that sentence is bizarre, but check it out. Scars Pizza is it's a real place, and they sold these shirts, and this was people were lined up down the block like it was Supreme, ready for this shirt. Okay, I know that's a bizarre thing, but it's true. Very interesting thing, by the way. This pizza place I had years and years and years ago. Completely, this is just a random chance thing. A friend of mine made a comedy video. And it was called Fuck Your Mother Pizza or something. And I don't even remember what the bit was, but he needed me to edit the footage so that the sign said, Fuck Your Mother Pizza. It was this place. That was the place that I edited. So I had to get rid of the scar or whatever it said on the sign. And I remember that pizza. I remember that font. It was exactly the same one. So he directly ripped this off. I mean, the line art and everything is just completely the same, other than the Freddy Krueger face. This is not
he didn't even change the font. Well, it's the exact same font.
Here's the crazy. The font is no big. Listen, you could be doing a parody. You could be. This is too niche to be a parody. Like Better Call Saul ain't niche. You know what I mean? This is pretty niche. The fact that I just described to you, your first time in your life you've heard the phrase a hypebeast pizza store, tells you everything you need to know, right? Here's the problem. Okay, you have the Scars Club. Are there 2 R's in your scars?
Oh.
Did you forget? Did you just forget to remove it? Because I think they just forgot. I think here's what they probably did. They probably took the original, laid it out, and started changing the details. And then they just forgot. They just Jules just plumb forgot, because when you're ordering Mike David's Heat, he calls it Heat. He doesn't call it merch. He calls it Heat. When you're ordering that, he ain't even the one designing it anymore. He's making his infant wife do it. His kid, sister, wife. Alex Stein, kid sister. Keemstar, kid sister. Mike David, kid sister. And I mean, this hasn't stopped, by the way. There's like still recent examples. You can barely read what this, I think it says Scars Club up the sleeve and says something about the Red Bar show on the left chest. There's the Red Bar version. Well, here's the Kanye version. Kids See Ghosts. That was a whole tour. I mean, he could make the claim that this is a parody, but he doesn't do parody shirts. He doesn't do comedy shirts because he wants you to take him seriously as a merchant man, which is a little odd considering some facts about him. So he wants to put out this lookbook. He wants to be the next Teddy Fresh. He wants Red Bar or Scars Club or whatever to be a designer clothing label. And ever since then, he's treated every single thing he does exactly like that. Every time a new piece of merch comes out, it's a drop. It's not merch, it's heat. You've got to get it because it's premium. How do you know it's premium? It says so in the title. It's a premium Red Bar t-shirt. Wow, get the premium Red Bar Hotel t-shirt. You know it must be good. It's printed on the same blanks that are available to anyone else. He's not hand weaving them. Do you think he has access to a loom? You just got loomered. No, he's paying extra to remove the tags on blanks and telling you that they're better. And now he's a designer clothing brand. This, of course, failed spectacularly, but the Red Bar simps ate it up. So I realized everything Red Bar related, the way his show works, the fact that he made people wait for a year for his show, the fact that there are very few shows in a month, all of this stuff can be traced back to him as a grandpa, by the way, as a withering skeleton chattering in the wind, as a propelled by bladders safety shirt grandma. Everything he does is based on hypebeasts. Redbar fans are not fans, they're hypebeasts. And hype is the only currency they have. And the second the hype dies down, their product is worthless. There's nothing there. It's 8 hours of waiting. You wait for the show to come back after a year. You wait for the show to come back after a month. You wait around for him to get to content while he's sitting there falling asleep while singing Kanye songs for the 50th time in a row. This is all hype. There's nothing else going on. There's no substance to Redbar because it's all hype. Now, I need you to understand something. Mike David is not the host of Redbar Radio. Jules is. And Jules has been the host ever since he started getting mysterious. And by mysterious, I mean ill. Jules has been the host for a long time. Mike David is the third mic of his own show. Jules prepares all the content. She prepares all the timestamps. She's not just the producer, though. It would be easy to call her the producer. It's Jules's job to keep the show on track. It's Jules's job to figure out what the style and topics of the show are. That's the host. Jules is Opie. Now, I know I said she was Robin before. That's aesthetics. In the function of this show, Jules is Opie. She's the one keeping it moving along. Where's Anthony? There ain't one. Mike is Jim Norton. Okay? He's the color commentary guy. He's just there to throw in one funny line every 40 minutes. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but again, in 8 hours, I mean, that's pretty good, I guess. When you're the third mic of your own show, it's pretty crazy. How did it happen? Mike needs to become Ethan and Hila. And in order to do that, they need to chase YouTube trends. Hypebeastery is from 2016. It doesn't exist anymore. This isn't even a mindset that people have anymore. This is a Zoomer mentality that even Zoomers aren't into anymore. So Mike turned to his Zoomer wife, his kid sister wife, and said, "What do we do?" And she said, "I have an idea. Logan Paul and Taylor Swift." So when you're sitting there, if you're a Redbar fan, and some of you, I know for a fact, there are Redbar fans watching Podawful now. There are Redbar fans that tuned out of the live Redbar to watch Podawful because they don't like Redbar anymore. I've actually been informed by several people, including the comedy shaman, that Redbar people are coming to them saying, like, I'm a bring back group, a Redbar elder. I've been around forever. Podawful's the new thing. This is just true. Podawful's been killing it lately. How good is this show, Jules? I'm not just saying, I'm telling you what other people are saying. This isn't I've thought this was crazy. I keep getting comments from people saying, wow, the last few episodes have been absolutely bangers. Thank you, Jesse. And while I'm like, oh my gosh, you truly make me feel like the dandelion that I am. I'm so proud to be the internet's boyfriend, H2BH. While I do feel that way when they say that, in my head, I'm like, they're the same as any other episode. I don't know. Some sort of vibe is in the air right now. There's something going on. And the hype currency is at an all-time low. The inflation on hype got too big. So why do these sick freaks, the meth heads, the brain damaged, the Zoomers who just found Redbar for the first time, and they're like, we love the Logan Paul coverage. Why do they keep showing up to my doorstep to defend this man? Podawful is not in the running against these people. Even Redbar fans, both good, cold and hot, seem to think that I'm this antithesis to Redbar. I'm the opposite side. I'm the Joker to his Batman. And he's been saying for 10 years, we got to get rid of this Joker. I don't know what this thought process is, but when it finally started clicking, oh, these guys are hype beasts. They need you to believe Redbar is cool because they've put everything into Redbar being cool. They have been getting high to Redbar in order to make it still feel cool. And each time they do, it feels a little bit less. That high just doesn't hit the same more and more. So I went to the Podawful cult. I said, listen, we've got something on our hands here. We've got the Comedy Shaman. We've got Hostbusters. And this Hostbusters thing, we're about to blow Hostbusters wide open. You are not going to believe this Hostbusters thing. Hostbusters may be the current biggest Redbar simp there is. So I just need you to understand. I came to the Podawful cult. I said, we've got a new Mersh effect, but it's for Redbar. I can't figure out what to call it. These guys, they said to me, Jesse, tell us what it is. What's going on? Explain it to us. I give them the whole speech I just gave you about this hype beast thing. How could I have been so blind? I feel like I was looking at a 3D puzzle trying to find Chula. Because instantly, everyone said simultaneously, Jesse, they're called, everyone say it with me now. Diapebeasts.
Oh, thank you.
Of course they are. Of course they are. Ladies and gentlemen, Hostbusters is the top Podawful Diapebeast, and we'll be covering him right after this.
God entered my body like a body my same size. I know all of God's secrets. Would you now like to know what God thinks?
One apple is our God now. God now.
And I do see non-stop visions from God. Do you want to get an answer on what God thinks from somebody that doesn't have God, or do you want an answer from somebody that does have God? Click on the link.
Okay, so let's talk about Hostbusters. I can't call him Hostbusters, by the way. I call him, people call him HB. I refuse to call him this. I've never seen him bust a host, so I cannot do this. So people call him HB. We call him Heeb. Heeb for short. Now, I want to point this out, by the way. I saw this in the break there. I don't read the chat during the show unless you see me actively reading the chat and reading it out loud. I don't read it. I just saw we have, and this is exciting. I love this. We have Diapebeasts in chat. Okay? And they're defending. They are so upset right now. So here's what I would like you to do. We encourage the Diapebeasts to stick around. We're making fun of them. We love that the Diapebeasts are here. We welcome them with open arms. Not into our fold. In no way do I want a Diapebeast to start being into Podawful. I think you are a sick, sad person, and please stop smoking weed. But the way we'll encourage them in chat is you see a Diapebeast. We need a diaper emoji. We got to put that in the custom, because there isn't a diaper emoji, but there is a safety pin emoji. They'll know. Or the baby emoji. You can just respond to them with that. We don't even have to chirp them. Okay? Diapebeast alert. Diapebeast alert. We've got at least 2 of them. I saw 2 Diapebeasts losing their minds right now.
They're diping it up in there big time.
One of them's like, oh, he just needs Redbar's attention. I don't need Redbar's attention. I've already got it. He's already counter streaming this. It's already happening. He's terrified. He doesn't talk about Podawful anymore. There's a reason for that. Okay? We don't need his attention. This is secretly a Hostbusters episode. Now, you probably don't know Hostbusters, and of course you don't. Why would you? Hostbusters is a guy who thinks that his job is to go and bust hosts. Turns out that name means something very, very different than what we thought. Very, very different. This is not going the way. If you're not already in on this, this isn't going the way you think, okay?
I'm so excited.
So Hostbusters used to be an antagonist of Redbar, and he used to call him out on stuff, you know? He fancies himself a comedian. He once fancied himself a podcaster, and he likes to tell it like it is. Well, Redbar got into a little tiff, a little back and forth with Hostbusters one time, because Hostbusters sent him this voicemail. Okay, if it'll play, hang on. And here we go.
Mike, you're fucked up. You know, I tried to keep things civil and friendly, but it looks like you didn't want to play a part of it. And because of that, all I want to do now is destroy you, okay? We are going to destroy your show. We're going to give out all your secrets, and you're going to wish that you had called into my show, because guess what? This ain't a game. We're not fucking around.
Okay. Oh my God, sorry. So I don't know how well you can understand that, but Heeb's losing it.
Sounds familiar. I've heard that before.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of that recently, actually. So Heeb was accused of sharing underage pornography of Redbar's wife. He sends that voicemail. It's a whole thing. It's a knockdown, drag-out fight. It's the most embarrassing moment of his life until today. And Heeb decides to do an about-face, a heel turn. And he becomes a Redbar super fan. Don't believe me? I can't find a single video of Heeb covering any hosts and making fun of them. Certainly not Redbar. But I did find this one right here. Check this out.
Welcome back to Hostbusters. Doing a segment here called Host Praisers, where I talk positively about hosts.
Okay. So the guy who busts hosts now has a show called Host Praisers. His first topic.
Hey, we're going to talk about Redbar.
Redbar. By the way, he has never again covered anyone else. Now, we've spoken a lot to Hostbusters over the past couple weeks, and maybe even a month now, and every single time you talk to him, the conversation, no matter what it's about, always loops back to Redbar. Part of his brain damage is that the circuits inside his brain, the worm eating his brain cells, it's an Ouroboros of Redbar. It always is it's a treadmill. You're not going anywhere. It doesn't matter how far you walk, Redbar's right behind you there. And the second you take a break, he's back on it. So here he is,
Redbar rose,
praising Redbar.
He always tries to raise the bar visually, tries to make things interesting to look at.
Yeah, for years it was just a TV behind him. Okay, sure.
He has a better set than a lot of TV shows out there.
What an image.
I mean, yeah, one, perfectly illustrated. but also, listen, it's good for the internet. Better than TV show. Are you insane? This is how desperate he is to be nice to Redbar. This is Diapebeastery, okay? Really, really examine this, because this is all of them. This is all of them. When they're sitting there photographing their dogs, this is who's doing it. Do you know? I mean, people might not know who Hostbusters is. Like, take a good look. Drink that in. Okay?
Ew.
Did he cut his own hair?
No, it just grows in like that and then stops.
Something else that's good is that he'd rather charge money for his show than promote bullshit products.
Search the Bring Back group for Me Undies. I dare you.
Are all his shows just a PowerPoint?
Yeah, I do feel like I'm at the library at school right now
This
for
is
some
a
reason.
Default PowerPoint template.
He's one of the few people in showbiz calling out Anthony Cumia for being a creep.
Thank God for that.
He's always current with his
Oh,
music
God.
taste.
Fuck's sake.
Well, I don't know. Is he current with it or is Jules current with it for him?
He's much more than a react channel.
Technically, yes, because there's another 7 hours of something happening. But anything that you could consider as content is just reaction stuff. What do you think a react channel is? He's not even a channel. He doesn't even do YouTube.
He says things that people in the comedy scene are afraid to say.
Okay.
He's willing to commit to ridiculous bits, even if other people think it's dumb.
That's bad in most cases. By the way, I committed to a very retarded bit for the beginning of this episode. Trust me, I know.
He continually gets under Sam Tripoli's skin.
Oh, thank God for that. That's not very specific to a Diapebeast's interests.
He does great impressions.
He does great impression. All right, what is he, the comedy shaman? I've never even heard him do an impression.
He doesn't pander to any political party.
Well, I don't. What's the political party of Israel?
He knows how to make good merch.
Diapebeast! Don't believe me? Just watch.
He gives people credit.
Why? By the way, why should it be good that someone makes good merch? Why should it be good that a podcaster makes good merch? Like, listen, I like making t-shirts and I like selling t-shirts, right? But at the very least, you should make your merchandise good, right? That's the very least you can do. But that is not a good quality of your... Making merchandise is a money-making scheme, period. That's just what it is. You don't have to... You're a podcast. You're not a store. So why is that a good thing for the show? Does that make him funnier? I'll tell you something, and this is actually the biggest thing when it comes to the Diapebeast phenomenon, is Redbar is a show more concerned with being cool than being funny. And when you're old and gray trying to look cool, it's just embarrassing. And when you're a bunch of people trying to look cool by emulating an old and gray man, trying to look cool by emulating 12-year-olds on TikTok, it might be the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen.
When they become better people.
This is hopeful. This is wishful thinking on his own part, I believe. Okay, now I'm getting mad.
He uses professional cameras and even has a dolly shot.
No, he doesn't. And also copying. Boo, boo, boo. This is not a dolly. The way this works, the RoboCam, which, by the way, I premiered on the show months before Redbar, had a dolly shot. It's not a dolly. A dolly is on a track. You have to move it. It's got to be on wheels to be a dolly. You think Jules is sitting there going like this? I mean, maybe you do. Millhip used to think that Kelsey was my cameraman. He thought that she was sitting there moving the camera around, which, by the way, would be more like this with my camera. It's not a dolly. Let me tell you what he did. He saw Podawful's RoboCam. Podawful's RoboCam is a patented special thing. No one else has what I have, I promise you. Okay? I'm not going to explain it further than that, but I'll tell you what it's not. It's not a $150 Amazon slider, because that's what he's using. You can buy this thing. It might be a little extra for the motor, and you can put it on a tripod, and you put your camera on it, and it just slides back and forth on a little track. Okay, not a dolly track. This is a device on top of a tripod. That's what he's using. It's also what every Twitch e-thought is using. So when he went to go, when he looked up, when he had to Google how does Podawful do his RoboCam, probably the closest he could find were the Twitch girls who just, you know what they do? This is so gross to me. I hate this. Okay. There are Twitch streams, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these, where the whole time the camera's doing this. Watch this. So imagine the whole show, not just a few shots, not just here and there. Your whole stream is just you getting seasick because the camera is just slowly going back and forth. And we're just sitting there. And all I'm doing is sitting here collecting bits from you. Oh my God, thank you. Ching, 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 ching. And you're sitting there going, I don't know. This doesn't make it any easier for me to masturbate to this woman. What is the point of this camera? It's a fucking $130 slide. You can go buy one right now. Go to Amazon, type in camera. I think it's called a slider. Okay. That's what he's using. And by the way, it's behind his other camera. Do you know how embarrassing that is? So like when the camera slides, when it slides, but you can see that mine's moving in 3D space here. That's how you know it's not one of these things I'm talking about. But when it slides back, all of a sudden it's behind his other camera. So you're seeing the camera in shot. There could be no more rookie a move than that. Like, why were you filming the LCD screen of your other camera? It makes no sense. And it's fucking, remember, Jules is the producer and host of the show. She's the one choosing these shots. You don't want Jules choosing the shots. Jules is not awake. You know why Jules isn't on camera? Because you would see her zonking out every once in a while. You think it's bad with Mike? Jules is sitting there vaped up on hep balls, something, goofing up on vape juice. And she's probably scrolling TikTok on her phone during the middle of the show. Now imagine the entire episode. I just do it like this. You're just constantly moving. It's like you're on the Staten Island ferry right now.
That makes it easier to
stands up.
masturbate to.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that's kind of nice, actually.
For his wife when she's attacked, unlike the host of Steel Toe.
Oh, yeah? I'm going to murder Jules.
Cool.
I'm waiting. Stand up for her. As a joke, when I say murder, I mean the way a comedian says, like, I killed that night. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell her so many jokes. She just dies of leukemia.
He always tries to make his show different from other shows.
Bullshit.
I mean, okay. Okay. By the way, like, forget Podawful. It's still, you could wipe Podawful out of existence, and that still would not even be close to different from other shows. It's not even that different from fucking Drama Alert. Are you insane?
He's done over 20 seasons of his show. That's more than Seinfeld.
Oh, those are comparable.
More than Seinfeld. Well, that is the high mark. I mean, that is what we're... Okay, but it is less than The Simpsons, so... I don't know. It sounds like he sucks now.
He's pro fitness without making his whole show about it.
This is, by the way, always his energy. This is just this is Hostbusters. This isn't the character he's putting on.
I like that.
He puts up with
he's pro fitness. Cut to him in an Afghan in a rocking chair
Yeah.
about to die.
Also, cut to like old episodes, like back when I was listening to it years and years and years ago. He'd go on these health kicks, and you'd have to sit there and hear about like, wow, I bought myself some weights. It's like you never see any progress. He just gets a little skinnier, you know? Wow, I can actually lift 15 pounds now. And it's as big as a whale, and it's about to set sail.
Insults better than most comedians that he trashes.
Okay.
He shares cool tech tips with his viewers.
Oh, cool. Cool tech tips.
He invents his own terms, like fool's sip.
Literally everyone who has a show invents their own terms. Oh, my God.
He supports the Jewish community.
I thought he was political.
Just to be clear, I did not insert that. That's not AI. That is real, ladies and gentlemen. He supports
Israel,
the Jewish community. Okay, so Hostbusters, the guy who busts hosts, his only video about Redbar, praising him now. Hostbusters comes into our Discord about a month ago, and oh boy, he's got a lot to say to me. Oh, I'm so much worse than, I mean, of course, the first thing he's bringing up is Redbar. No one's talking. He just goes into our show discussion. No one's talking about Redbar. He comes in, Redbar destroyed you. Redbar hates you, Jesse. As if I care. Redbar. Now, there was a problem. There was a big problem because Hostbusters didn't know it. Most of the people in the cult had no clue who Hostbusters was. I remember when he was called out for the CP allegations, but everybody else had no idea. But we had a run-in with Hostbusters back in January. He didn't know it. We didn't really know it. I found out about it, and I sat on it. And I said, one day, this will come in handy. Well, the day Hostbusters showed up in Discord, I figured that was the day. So I took some screenshots, and I posted them, and I replied to Hostbusters with, I didn't address any of his stupid Diapebeast claims. Didn't matter to me. I just said, hey, take a look at these. And it turns, I figured that at some point, he had figured out what had happened. And I'm about to tell you what happened. Turns out he didn't. Turns out that was the moment he found out. In front of everybody, in a public section of our Discord, podawful.com/cult, join our Discord. Hostbusters was embarrassed more than he has ever been before. More than when he was being accused of being a paranormal guy. What could have possibly embarrassed him to this degree? I think it's time to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, Hostbusters accidentally catfished himself. Dirk, will you do me the honors of reading your part in this? Because here's what happened. Dirk, we had this, there's this girl that we sort of made fun of or sort of friends with in Discord. She's got a YouTube channel. Doesn't matter. Dirk, in an effort to sort of troll with her, had decided to make her picture his profile picture. Somehow, in some mutual server that Dirk had found himself in with Hostbusters, Hostbusters found Dirk. Hostbusters sees this image of a woman in the profile picture and instantly starts messaging Dirk. Keep in mind, Dirk, your username is...
Fergal.
Well, no. What was it?
No, it was Master Chief Jesus.
Master Chief Jesus. There's no world where a girl has the username Master Chief Jesus. There's no reason to assume someone is a woman just because there is a woman in their profile picture. But Hostbusters did it. Hostbusters did it. And Dirk here, which maybe I should throw you up on screen here for a second, actually, Dirk. Let me just pop you out here. This is Dirk, okay?
Maybe go get the mini-me.
And as you can see, Dirk is actually even wearing some heat. Wow, I love your heat, Dirk. That's great.
My heat.
Whoa, you're a Diapebeast.
Diapebeast.
So, Dirk, you came to Pod. You found Red Bar first, is that right?
Yeah.
And when did you start listening to Red Bar?
Maybe 2018, 2019, I think. Like, right around when he just stopped doing a show for a fucking year.
And so he's gone a year, and what happens?
I'm like, I need something to fucking watch. So I found Podawful because I liked his Merce coverage. And then I think he mentioned you or something. You were on a show, and then I watched your Merce episodes and fell in love.
And he's never gone back since. So Dirk, one of the very few Diapebeasts that can make the crossover. And you're about to see exactly why that is. Dirk, let's do this. Here it is. This is the real Hostbusters account, HB4544. I will be Hostbusters. You can see there in the mutual server of the Red Bar server and the Comedy Shaman server. All right,
We want to mention which server he found me in.
Oh, what was it? I don't know.
Millhip.
Okay, here we go. Hey.
Emoji waving, and then I said, who are you?
You white?
Yes.
Get baked.
No, I don't anymore. Crying emoji.
Boo, loser.
I said, LOL, so are you white? Praying hands.
Eat dick.
Gave a thumbs up emoji.
To be honest, you want dick. So he's negging right now. He's trying to pull mystery styled pull-a moves on you, and now he's implanting into your head the thirst for cock. So Dirk, again, is an innocent party. We did not seek out catfishing this man. Hostbusters catfished himself. Hebe is his own worst enemy. But unfortunately, Dirk, when he said, to be honest, you want dick, he did neg you into wanting dick. And so you kept going with him. And you said,
shut up, incel.
Ha ha ha, lesbo.
I said, at least I get pussy. Like, what kind of girl wants to talk to a random guy at 5 a.m? Are you retarded?
Imagine getting pussy as a woman. LOL, sounds funny.
Imagine not getting pussy as a man.
It must suck for those guys.
I said, so who are you?
A guy who gets pussy.
LOL, okay, but why are you talking to me? So what do you look like? You know what I look like.
I look like Seth Rogen.
I love Seth Rogen. Can you send me a pic?
So then Dirk sends a picture of the girl who was in his profile pic.
LOL, oh shit, he deleted the photo, I think.
That's okay. We know what Hostbusters looks like. He sent the picture.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Go ahead.
LOL, you do look like Seth Rogen. What's your favorite movie of his?
Pineapple Express.
I love that movie. Superbad was my favorite.
All right, don't worry.
part.
This is about to get good. Okay, this is just, we're working up to it. I'm showing you everything here. And I mean everything. Hell yeah, that's a good one too.
LOL, so what do you do for fun?
TV, video games, skate, you.
I mostly I work with my church and ride my e-bike and play some Warzone.
Nice. What's an e-bike? Dirt bike? What the fuck?
It's an electric bike. So what drew you to this hip sluts Discord?
Cool. I'm friends with Unbleached. Used to do shows with him, and he's friends with Hipstar. You?
Nice. I just saw a random episode and I thought it was really funny, and like a month later I joined the Discord.
Wait, hang on a
Oh.
second. So that should be your clue. We always love to give a clue to people that we're messing with that it's fake. It's funnier if they should know it's fake. So the clue right there is you should know this is not a real girl because she said she enjoys Millhip. That right there. That's every red alert you ever needed. All right, go ahead.
I don't join the VC because I'm scared of all the woman hate.
Ha. I didn't know there was so much woman hate. Maybe they all gay.
Yeah, that's true. LOL, I think so, but I still like the show.
I never know when it's on. If I see you in chat, I'll say, what's up?
LOL, awesome.
Would you ever come on Busters?
I don't know. I don't really want to just be made fun of because I'm a woman.
So now we've discovered that the name Hostbusters is really because he's trying to make hosts bust. Okay? Because later, I mean, right now he has no idea what's going on. When we reveal this to him later on, he thinks it was me who catfished him. And he got very excited at the prospect that he had been busting with Host. If that's what you think my sense of humor is, so be it.
LOL, I said maybe, crying emoji. I'm just thinking, it's like Hipstar's show. What is your show called then? I could watch some right now and I'll tell you what I think.
I told you, it's called Busters.
LOL, sorry. I'm just having trouble finding it. No offense. Is it on YouTube or Odyssey?
And he sends the link.
I'm watching it now. I'll tell you what I think. I like how you introduce yourself as Nightwave Radio.
LOL, trying to get that clout. By the way, that's my bit. He's stealing my bit. I own Nightwave Radio. He's stealing it. Eliana, mute.
Excuse me. All right. LOL, do you even like Nightwave?
Okay, Eliana can't figure out to mute herself, so I'm just doing it for her. No, I beefed with him a few years back. We need more of you.
The fuck did he beef with merch? Whatever. What do you mean?
Will you be on Busters? Need more pretty faces in 2023.
Well, I'll try to come on if I'm not busy. I do work a lot, sadly.
So his way of hitting on a girl is to get her to go on Busters, one of the preeminent streams of the internet. One of the world's Busters. Okay, no pro.
When would you want to do the show?
For you, I would make time.
You're too sweet.
Where you from?
I'm from Australia. How about you? I'm trying to move to the U.S.
Hey, oh, that's you. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, I'm a Philly person. What? Is that like being trans, being a Philly person? I've never heard that before. Hey, I'm a Philly person. Where in U.S. you going to?
Philly, what's that? I really want to go.
An authentic Australian not knowing what Philly is. Word, New York is amazing. He's doing Jesse Lee Peterson there. Amazing. Philly is a city right near there. It's where a lot of up-and-coming comics are from.
I said, oh, do you do stand-up comedy?
Yeah, I'm a comedy dork, good Reddit gentle sir.
That's awesome. What's your favorite stand-up comedian?
I'd say, oh my God, Greg. Jesus Christ. Okay. Nothing. Anyway, I'd say Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle, and Colin Quinn are up there for me. You.
I love Chappelle and Mitch Hedberg.
Wow, that is impressive that you said Mitch, because we found this out. Hostbusters used to do stand-up comedy, and he was ripping off Mitch Hedberg all the time. Remember when Mersh ripped off Hedberg?
Yeah.
They all
That's why
do
I
it.
said it.
All of these
That's why I
guys
said Mitch
rip
Hedberg.
off Hedberg. You would think me. Look at me. You'd think I'd be doing Hedberg all the time, right? I'm the only one apparently who doesn't. Oh, so you knew he was ripping off Mitch Hedberg? How did you know that, Dirt?
No, I didn't know. I just said it because Mersh was ripping off Mitch Hedberg. I thought, that'd be funny. Nice little callback.
Okay, I got you. Oh, hell yeah. Mitch Hedberg is the shit. That's so funny now.
Where have you done stand-up at?
Helium, Cabaret, Keswick, and other non-traditional places like hookah bars and Italian restaurants. Like, you're going to know what helium is. Like, I know what that is. There's no way some Australian bitch knows what helium is.
Wow, that's awesome. You're not scared to go up on stage?
I started at 18. I'm 32 now. I was scared at the beginning, but that goes away with time, like anything. Don't get me wrong. I've eaten my dick on stage before. Not every night goes well. It's trial and error. Ladies and gentlemen, watch Hostbusters eat his dick on Podawful.
That's awesome. I'm glad you're so brave.
LOL, it's not like I'm a firefighter, but I'll take the compliment.
I don't know. I believe comedy can help the world. It's very important.
I see your point.
Have you ever filmed your stand-up before?
Yeah, I probably could find some footage. A lot was filmed on mini DV tapes, so I got to find my old camcorder. The only comedy I have online is my gas station bit. Not exactly top-tier material.
Oh, really? Wow, that's awesome. How old is the bit?
It's from like 3 years ago. So he sends the bit. Now, unfortunately, he figured out something and deleted it after the fact. However, I do have Hostbusters stand-up here for us to enjoy.
Oh, awesome.
So, Dirk, take a break, sit back, and let's enjoy some... he goes by the name Goran Lion. I don't know why. It's a character he plays on stage. Let's see. This is the guy policing comedy, policing podcasters. He knows all the ins and outs. He was going to tell Redbar. He came into my Discord to tell me. He's the buster of hosts. And let's see how good he is. Let's see that audience reaction.
My turn. My name is Goran Lion, and I'm happy to be here.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
Let's hear that one more time. Podawful's watching you.
My turn. My name is Goran Lion, and I'm happy to be here.
And I'm happy to be here.
I like the change in the wall. I prefer it when it's brick because I like to feel like I'm actually in a club instead of a shitty room in a hotel.
Who's he doing right there? That's somebody. He's doing fuck, who is he doing? He's doing this
got like a retard voice going on, kind of.
This voice goes all over the place. Like, it's not a consistent character at all. You know, he doesn't have his Borat figured out yet. But this he's almost oh my God, I unfucking mute Greg and he instantly is harfing like a hairball into his microphone. He's almost doing like Rick Moranis in Ghostbusters, which makes sense with the name Hostbusters.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I hear that now.
Who brought the dog? You know, there's a little bit of a Moranis going on.
Like I'm actually
although I think when it's Hostbusters, it's more anus.
In a club instead of a shitty room in a hotel.
Instead of a shitty room in a hotel. What is that? What the fuck is that? Somebody's gonna know. Joe Pera. There's a very Joe Pera vibe to this, but this was long enough ago. I knew Joe Pera back then, but I knew him in person. I don't think he would have known who Joe Pera is, but there's definitely is a vibe to that. Mitch Fattel, that's a deep cut, but yeah.
Andy Kaufman, didn't he talk a little?
Yeah, there's some Fattel there. Kaufman, I mean, I'm sure he thinks he's doing, but no, this is very specific. What I'm hearing
Fred
is,
Armisen?
No, I think, yeah, now he's Indian, they're saying.
Like I'm actually in a club instead of a shitty room in a hotel.
It's almost the like what the Bob and Dave or whatever, those Canadian characters from SCTV. The Canadians in here got to know what I'm talking about. It's almost that.
Bob and Doug.
Bob and Doug. Yeah, exactly.
No, so sometime I go to the supermarket and I think this is not a place to be. There's nothing super about this place.
Oh my God.
Nobody laugh. You know, I think it's funny. Now, where I come from, Brandonfield, Connecticut, we like to
I don't think he's from I think that was a character choice, being from Brandonfield, Connecticut, which is not a character choice, by the way. You know why? Because nobody knows where that is. Because that's nothing. By the way, anywhere in Connecticut except Newtown is not like Connecticut's barely on the. Wait, did everything just blink for a second? What the fuck was that?
Yeah. The video restart?
I don't know what the hell just happened. I think the TV or something just fritzed out for a second. Being from Connecticut is never a comedy choice. There's nothing. There's no handle there. No, even people in Connecticut don't know who they are. That's like saying Delaware, basically. There's nothing going on there.
With each other, like,
you know, I'm just gonna let it. Let's just let him eat it. Why am I giving this commentary? Just let him fucking eat shit.
Like to make jokes with each other, like we say, "Hey, you asshole, go fuck yourself." And sometimes people get offended, but they don't understand. It's just a joke. And one time I punched my friend in the head, and I'm like, "It's just joke," but he punched me back.
Is he for
It's
what?
just joke.
I'm from Connecticut. It's just joke. You know. Okay. I mean, this character's everywhere.
And he said, "This is a joke," and he punched harder than me. So
I don't think and now he's Mexican. I don't think he's attempting to do a character, but I think this is accidentally happening. I think he's actually so nervous that this is what's coming out.
I got excited.
You know?
Very excited to see all of this.
Let's see all of this.
His joke was better. Yes. You know, I do really well in other clubs. I don't know what the problem is. You know, like for example, I go to the YMCA, Young Men Club, and I like to go swimming. And the problem is though, when I wear my outfit, it don't fit. So I like to call it the out don't fit. If you like that, then you will enjoy my new series called Don't Hang Out With This Guy, He's Too Much. Listen, you've been a great audience so far, so I'd like to just keep going. My life is very crazy, at least that's what my mother say, but she's bitch, so I not like to deal with that. Now let's say, I make these how-to videos on YouTube, and the first one was how to watch a video, but that got no views because those people don't know how to watch video. I got arrested one time, and I said, "Why you arrest me?" He said, "If you can't figure it out, you should be arrested." And I said, "I don't understand. You're not a real cop. Why are you wearing a funny outfit?" And he said, "That's what we wear at the I didn't write this joke completely. I'm sorry.
By the way, there is a story about Hostbusters being arrested. You can look this up actually pretty easily. Just last year, Hostbusters was arrested. He was riding in the shotgun in the passenger seat of a car with a belly full of glass, drunk out of his mind and goofed up on benzos. His wife, oh, by the way, he has a wife. That's going to add a wrinkle to this story, huh? His wife was driving the car, and for whatever reason, the cops pulled her over. I guess she was driving erratically because her husband had just jumped out a window, and he was bleeding everywhere and covered in glass or something. Is this? I have the story right? Isn't this what he told us? He like told us the story directly.
I think he said he swallowed glass. And had glass in his stomach.
So much like Bam Margera's dog, he pulled a white fang, and they were taking him to the vet to pull all this stuff out. And that's a lot of stomach, okay? So we're talking a whole window pane of glass. That might have been a sliding glass door. And they pull him over, and he's in the passenger seat. Again, they just ask him to get out. They probably wanted to search the car, something like that. And the wife complies. He don't. And so he gets out, and he hauls one on to the cop and bites him on the arm. Because he was benzoed out. He white Floyded. All right. That's a real story.
One time, I went to a comedy club, and it was very cool. It was very fun.
Not for the audience.
But I didn't like it because it was all people that, they laughed at me, but it was too much. They laughed too much. I said, calm down. This is not a funeral.
Ooh. That came from the camera lady.
Yeah.
That laugh was from behind the camera. That was Hostbusters' wife.
Now, guys, that joke didn't go over, but that's okay, because I pranked the fuck out of you guys because I was trying to get no reaction. And that's what you did. You fell right into my trick. Now, I like to tell people that I am 7 feet tall. So when they see me, they say, you must have been joking. And I say, yes, I was joking. I'm a comedian. I am living in Brandonfield, Connecticut. We have different words.
Is this a surviving episode?
For example,
It's getting there. Should we just move past this and keep reading? Do you guys want to end this? Or?
No, I want to see all of it.
Listen,
I hate myself.
To the audience out there, to the universal audience out there.
Oh, God.
I just want you to understand, we're not playing this for your benefit. Hostbusters, and we know this for a fact, is watching right now because he came into Discord right before the show. We actually tried to convince him to read his parts in his simp texts, and he wouldn't do it. But he said, I will be watching. So we're playing this to force Hebe to watch this, okay?
we call women bitch. At least that's what I told my mom. Now, I know what you're thinking. Goran, that's offensive. I say yes, but I like to go out on a limb.
He's in chat right now. He's just not typing. He's there. Like if you were to gift subs right now, it would maybe give him one and then expose him as being here. You know what I mean?
So I go
You ever see that trick?
there and I offend people, but the funny thing is, well, I guess there's nothing funny about this joke because you motherfuckers are laughing.
Yeah, it's their fault.
But I didn't mean to call you
It's an audience full of comedy busters.
motherfuckers, because that's not language we use in Brandonfield, Connecticut. That's actually a compliment where I come from, because
Connecticut.
that means you love your mother a lot. Because why wouldn't you? But anyway, I'm sure that's not nice to say, so I apologize.
This is not his first time doing this. This isn't Baby's first open mic. He's 10 years in at this point.
I used to smoke. I quit smoking.
I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too.
And
you'll see.
And I said, well, actually, I only smoked for one day. And I said, this is not fun, and I quit. Thank you. You've been a great audience members. So I'm going to go and pretend that I had a good set. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry. Sorry, everyone. All right, Dirk, let's get back to it, shall we?
Hell yeah.
So he sent you the again, Dirk is cybersexing with Hostbusters. Dirk, you watched his stand-up. Now that wasn't the same stand-up act he sent you, right?
I don't even remember. This is like a year ago, man.
Yeah, we're almost a year old now. All right, go ahead.
You have so much courage. I could never do that.
Thanks, LOL. Is stand-up something you aspire to do?
LOL, no. I'm too self-conscious. People will judge my looks or my voice.
You're cute as hell. I don't think anybody have a problem with your appearance. I don't know what your voice sounds like, but I can't imagine it being an issue.
Stop. You're too nice.
Okay, I won't be nice. It's weirding you out. Got it. Seriously, though, if you just took a few shots of liquor, you would probably have all the confidence you need. Not sure if you drink. See, he's trying to roofie you over the internet. This has never been attempted.
I was almost raped.
I think you were. I think you were watching an R. All right, go ahead.
LOL, no, you're fine. I'm such a lightweight.
And then you send a picture of Anna with cat. This girl's name's Anna, by the way, Anastasia. So there's a picture of her with her cat. She was not happy you did this, by the way.
No, she wasn't.
She was incredibly upset that you used her in this ploy, and for that, we're thankful. I hate her. Cute. Is that your cat?
Yes, send me a pic of you.
With my cat? I don't have one.
LOL, no. I want a selfie of you.
Okay, warning, I'm hideous.
LOL, don't say that. I think you're handsome.
Is that true? Did you really think that, or?
No, I was grossed out.
Well,
wait till we get to the video.
Well, thank you. I don't get that too often. Do you play Mario Kart 8 Switch? Whoa, the Riz. Wow, the absolute zoomer Riz on this guy.
Oh, fuck.
Do the gritty.
Oh my god, yes. But I don't have it anymore.
Damn, I was hoping to play with you. Do you still have a Switch?
No, I don't. I sold it because I never played it.
Oh, nup.
So what are you up to tonight?
Nada, you.
I've just been reading and being lonely.
I like talking to you.
Aw, thanks. I like talking to you too.
Want a VC sometime?
Sure. I can't tonight though. I'm getting ready to go to the gym here soon.
Okay, talk to you later.
Okay.
And then, is this instantly? No, this is a couple hours later. Hey, call me. This is a stranger.
Yeah.
You can't say, hey, call me to a complete.
Because when he first interacted with me, he called me first off. That was the first thing he ever did, was immediately call me.
Yeah, you had never even spoken to him, never replied to him, didn't know who he was. He's sending you phone calls on Discord. All right, go ahead.
Hey, I'm sorry I didn't message you. I was out with my BF.
Now, is this the point where I knew what's happening? So who introduced the boyfriend wrinkle? Because I don't. Was that you on your own?
Yeah, that was me on my own. Because Scott and Anna were hanging out, and I thought, let's make Scott an abusive boyfriend.
Okay, this is about to get way weird. This rabbit hole's about to get way deeper. Okay. So yeah, now she's got a boyfriend that somehow just never came up before. Word, no problem. I'm sure he doesn't have a 10-inch dick like me.
Most def not, and we know that for sure now. He got really upset when he saw me messaging you.
Well, then I won't talk to you.
I want to talk to you, but he just gets really angry. I'm scared of him sometimes. Like, I have to delete these messages so he doesn't see them.
So you're setting him up for this being a cheating situation on her part. Meanwhile, he's cheating. He has a wife. I can't stress this enough. He has a wife. This is insane to do. Like, even, I don't know, even if you have a scenario, you know, even if you've got a situation shit going on with the old lady you've got, you know, then it's still very bizarre to just out of nowhere instantly start calling a girl from Discord. Sorry to hear that. He seems like he would be lucky to be with you.
I wish he did appreciate me. I feel like all he does is fuck me and wants to do nothing with me.
I'd fuck you and appreciate you raw and atavistic. Like an animal. No, you're very attractive inside and out. You got to find yourself a man that is on your level. Dirk, he found you attractive on the inside. That's you. You are outside, fine, the pictures. Dirk is the one on the inside. He's the man pulling the levers, puppeteering the machine. Dirk might actually be inside Mike David's safety shirt.
I don't even think we exchanged names.
Nope. He thinks your name is Master Chief Jesus at this point, and he's Hebe.
You're too nice. I wish I could talk to you. I'm just afraid what he might do.
Okay, let's not talk. Let's pretend this never happened.
Please, no. You're the only person I feel like I can talk to right now.
I don't want a domestic violence situation to happen because I spoke to you on the internet. So, selfie.
You make me feel safe.
I'm glad, and you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. By the way, no, she's not, okay? Anna looks like a guy. I'm sorry. I know that some of you like Anna and are friends with her. This looks like Chewy to me. This is a man. This isn't worthy of cheating on your wife with, at the very least.
I mean,
bruh.
Like, it's got to be a girl. Listen, if you're going to cheat on your wife, find a girl where your wife would at least be like, fuck, you know, of course.
Why did you think of me when trying to describe how unattractive Anna is?
Because she looks exactly fucking like you, Chewy. Exactly like you. Well, listen, you're a handsome
very
man.
handsome
You're
lady.
a handsome man. She's a handsome lady. Yeah. All right. I'm glad, and you're gorgeous.
I think I should leave him.
I mean, that sounds good. That sounds like a good idea if you are prepared for it.
I think you're right. I'm tired of getting hurt physically and mentally.
Good luck with everything. I wish you well. You are an amazing person.
I did it.
Wow, really? Good for you.
Yes, he hit me right after we had sex.
Wow, what a psycho!
Yeah, sorry. I'm a mess right now. It feels so good to be away from him now.
Hey, no problem. Good for you. Want to VC? Oh, you just got hit in the face? Want to cyber? Take a shower, bitch. Let me talk to you.
I really want to, but I'm a mess.
Hey, no problem. Hoping you feel better.
Thanks. I wish I wasn't so horny right now.
Oh, yeah? You turned on?
Yeah, show me that 10-inch thing to help me get rid of this problem.
You gotta you can't laugh through every word. People aren't gonna understand what you're saying. Come on.
All right, I'm sorry. Show me that 10-inch thing to help me get rid of this problem.
That's right. So, do I get to see any nudes of you?
Of course.
And then Hebe sends mydick.jfif, which isn't even a file type, I'm pretty sure. And then he says, okay, your turn. Now we have this picture. Obviously, we can't show it. However, in the Pod After show, we will be going over everything too hot for YouTube, okay? Podawful.pizza.
Is that actually you?
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe it.
Oh, really? Just to be clear, this is a gigantic bent in the middle cock. It's like you took a cock and went with it. It was a Chris Chan style penis. Now, obviously, he doesn't have a big cock, so he Googled this thing. Why would you choose the penis with an L shape in it? Okay, it's very bizarre. Anyway, oh, really?
I don't. I mean, this is the internet.
I really put myself out there. Sorry if you don't like it.
I just can't tell. It's you. Like, it feels like I'm talking to my ex.
Well, it's okay if you don't believe me then.
I thought you were different from other guys.
I am. That's true.
Well, why is the photo called My Dick GIF?
Because that's what I called it so I could find it when I uploaded it. Duh.
I don't know. I can't see your face, hands, or really anything.
Well, do a video call with me and maybe you can see more. And then Dirk sent a nude. Now, this is not an actual nude of Anna, but it was a pretty close approximation. Full titties on display. Very, very meaty, brown nipples, which I think would probably be pretty accurate. But everything was seen, and he replied, "Holy shit, you look amazing."
LOL, stop.
That's you for real?
Yes.
You are absolutely perfect. I'm so hard right now.
Can I see?
Okay, in video chat. And then he video called you and showed you his penis. No. And then he called again.
Sorry, I just still feel a little uneasy. Can you send a video of you so I know it's the real you? I have had a very bad night. I just need to know I can trust you.
Can I just do an audio call, no sexting or anything? Like, what kind of video?
Just a simple hello video so I know it's you.
Okay, and we have the video in question. All right, so here's Heeb's proof so that they can cyber together, all right? Heeb's jacking off. His wife's in the other room. He's quietly trying to make this happen.
What's up? It's me, HB. This video is for Master Chief Jesus. How's it going?
How's it going? So he still thinks your name is Master Chief Jesus. Okay.
My beautiful betrothed Master Chief Jesus.
John Halo. All right, go ahead. Dirk, let's speed this up. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, I 100% believe it.
We've lost 70 people, by the way.
Oh,
Those are just the diaper fans getting out of here. But go ahead.
Okay, I 100% believe it's you. Look, it's getting late for me. Can we chat tomorrow? For sure, I promise.
You don't have to read like a retarded person. That's my job. Okay?
Well,
okay, what kind of chat?
Audio. My bruises are bad and I don't want you to see it.
Shit.
I know.
How it going? Missed call. What ump? He sent you a Discord invite. What was that to?
His Discord.
Oh, he invited you to his Discord. Then you missed another call from Hostbusters. Then you missed another call from Hostbusters. And finally, and this is real, this is not edited, for some reason, out of nowhere, he sent Dirk, "I have a small dick."
Was he feeling guilty?
Yes. He was feeling guilty. He had lied about his penis size, and he was feeling fucking guilty. That is real. Everything you just saw is 100% real. And if you don't believe it, here's what happened when Hostbusters showed up in voice chat. After I showed him all of the messages, and I showed him that he had been catfished a year prior, he couldn't believe it, obviously. His heart was sinking. He had come into Discord to trounce me. He had come in there to absolutely destroy me with Redbar facts and logic. And unfortunately, I had that ace up my sleeve. Let's take a look.
What's up, HB?
What's going on, brother?
The usual.
Now, if we can get your boyfriend in here, would you be willing to talk to him?
My boyfriend?
Yeah, your boyfriend Dirk, the guy that you reached out to because you thought he was hot.
Wait, so that was a guy? That wasn't you?
No, it wasn't me.
That wasn't you. Jesse, that wasn't you?
No, but the guy you sent all those messages to.
That was a different person who's gay.
Different guy. He's actually in the Navy.
Yeah. So you can't, unfortunately, you can't do the thing where you're like, oh, you're gay for catfishing me thing.
No, you're right. You're not gay. He's gay.
Well,
wanting
also
a dick
you were
pic.
gay, and you're gay that makes you both gay.
Yeah.
I'm willing to
Not
say
really,
he's
because
gay.
I thought it
have
was
no
a woman.
problem with that.
I thought it was a chick. You get it?
Do you make it a habit to just reach out to random Discord accounts that have a girl's profile picture and see what's up?
No, but if I'm drunk, maybe. Why
You
not?
must have been drunk for like a week and a half.
And I should be embarrassed, right? Because this is like a big deal.
Yeah, you should be.
I should be, but I'm not. You're
a loser?
Who gives a fuck? Everybody gets drunk. I know Jesse doesn't drink because he's like,
I don't.
Straight edge.
And by the way, even if I did get drunk, I
That's
wouldn't
cool.
get gay.
I'd stop drinking right away if that ever happened.
Jesse, I'm not convinced that you're not gay. I can hear the 10% gay in your voice right now.
Oh, he's one of those. It's a scale, It's a.
All right, prove it.
I said, do you keep the big bent dong pic saved to your phone, or do you search for a new one every time you're getting catfished? And you said, I just Googled it.
Yeah.
Hell
Did you
I Googled a
specifically
picture.
look for a bent one, though? Or how does that work?
I don't know, dude. I just looked for a dick,
Okay, well, clip it. Number one, clip it, obviously. Number two, okay, cool. Good work. Just looking for dick. Just trawling Discord for dick.
No, I don't have a collection of dicks, I'm not, like some other streamer.
I thought you told Dirk you had a bent dick or something. Because, why would you choose that one?
Yeah.
Was that the first one that came
Because
up?
I didn't feel like going through a list and, curating a bunch of dicks.
Dicks, yeah.
You're saying the first one you found was bent, and you were like, good enough.
Good enough. I'm not trying to be a hero.
At least you picked the white one.
No, you actually were trying to be a hero because then Dirk told you that he was being abused by his big hot.
Oh yeah, in a literal sense, I was. Yeah,
you
I
were
was trying to be
actually
a cool
trying
guy.
to save a girl, and you were upset that she was with this other guy.
I can't tell the difference between you and a woman, so I can't tell a lot of things apart.
Well, I believe you when you say that. However, again, it was not me who you were speaking to.
No, I'm saying even if I saw you, I would still think I was talking to a woman.
I believe that. I 100%. I believe you can't tell the difference between a child and an adult.
Woman with a deep voice, but
Listen, I don't think about you until Dirk comes along and says this guy's trying to see my tits.
You're a poor ripoff.
I love this.
He's just man
with
cow.
Halloween lights.
Halloween lights. What does that even mean? What is
fucking?
light?
I like how your coping mechanism is you've never heard of obvious words. Oh,
What
what's
is
a
a
Halloween
Halloween?
light? I don't know
What's a
the shit they put outside on Halloween.
Okay, two things. Number one, they're saying in chat that he could pass for trans. That's true. He did steal. If you want to see who he really stole his act from, which comedian, it's Fortune Feemster. I'll Google that one for you right now so that you can laugh. Hang on a second. Well, just 1 second. Don't look at me. Type this. Fortune Feemster. Okay. Fortune Feems. I'm going to take this one right here, and I'm going to open this one up, and I'm going to show you. No, just the image. Open image. Okay, there we go. And let's just show you this real quick. Fortune. I'll let you guess which one's Fortune Feemster. It's a lady, by the way. That's a woman. It's a beautiful woman. he copied his whole act from Fortune Feemster. Okay, so now he brings up
Also, he's a Gorin, which is pretty close to Soren.
Soren. He's also a Goron. And he's also Borin. Now he brings up I have Halloween lights, which I think are just lights. I think technically, I know there's Christmas lights. I don't know if there's Halloween lights. If there are, they would, I assume, be orange and green, maybe. So I don't know what he's seeing in here that it looks like that. But it's odd. I find it very odd for him to use that terminology, Halloween lights, when he literally lives in a house that is surrounded by gravestones. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Hostbusters Haunted Mansion. Okay, this is his real house. He lives in, and I've blocked out all the details. This isn't a dox. Nothing we're doing here is a dox. You can't even construe it as a dox. Please do not mess with him or anything. But this is a haunted mansion. He lives inside. Is this room getting a little stretchier? Style home, where except it's actually shrinking. He's getting less and less space for his money. These are real gravestones. This isn't Halloween. These are actual gravestones. He lives inside a building that also makes graves. Okay? And maybe we should call this place in a little bit. What do you think? Obviously, they're going to be closed. It's a weekend and everything. But I feel like we need to call them up and see if we can get a personalized grave done.
Yeah, I like that idea.
All right, we'll check that out in just a bit.
Like spooky ghost light?
You know, it's not that complicated. Orange lights, green lights, yellow lights.
I don't know.
Also lights.
It would be orange.
Oh, light. You're talking about lights.
Yeah, just normal lights.
Goofball setup.
What Halloween setup uses blue and red? The famous
Maybe it's
Halloween
just your
color.
face looks like a scary Halloween mask. Maybe I'm messed up with it.
Maybe you're
I'll
messed up
check
on the
it. I'll check it
Quran
against the video you sent to a guy that you were physically and mentally attracted to, and I'll just do a quick comparison on that just to see how I feel about that, whether or not I'm insulted.
I could do anything, but nothing would be as gay as you were on REDBAR'S show.
I'm just checking out this video you sent to a guy who you said was mentally attractive to you.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally attractive.
That's you,
right?
Dirk. Yeah, you said he was beautiful inside and out. Let me just check. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you look like a big fat.
Yeah, let's
retard
go to
dude.
clips because you don't have words anymore.
I'm just checking
I
to
get
see
it.
if you're hot or
I
not.
get it.
Dude,
What do you want me to be doing, Jesse?
All right, you thought you were
Jesse's a girl's
switching with
name.
the picture that Dirk used as that profile picture. You know, I actually hung out with it.
Yeah, Scott. That's why I wanted to see it. Scott actually dated the girl in that photo that you fell for. So this is the fun wrinkle: is Scott like hunted Anna down and started dating her. Like he actually did the Riz move that he tried to do in real life and got Anna to date him. Okay, he tracked her down. It was bizarre. It was one of the most awkward, strange things I've ever seen until he came along. Actually dated her.
And
Real life.
HB.
Yeah, like I accosted her in a park, and then we went on dates together and shit.
Yeah, the craziest thing is Scott forced her into a relationship. Basically, he stalked her, and it worked. It was crazy.
And then threw up on her, and
yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot that you vomited on her. That was insane.
some girls like it. Do you like
She didn't. She didn't. You know what? I played my cards. I wasn't sure. I was rolled the dice. She didn't like it.
Scott, the reason he and Dirk had cyber together is because he just saw Kingdom Daughter's photo as Dirk's profile. But because I don't even remember why Dirk made that his profile picture now. But he wasn't. Dirk wasn't like
trying to fuck with Rufio. Wasn't he trying to? Fuck with
yeah.
So
he was just in a Discord with HB here, and he was not pretending to be a girl in any way. His username at the time is Master Chief Jesus, which ought to tell you it's not a girl. You got a name like that, you're not a girl. This dude sees the photo and is like, must be a chick. I got to hit on her.
Damn,
Just
man.
instantly starts cybering. It's crazy. That happened.
Hang on a second. Hostbuster, did you spit on a cop? That's pretty cool.
In the clip, did I spit on a cop? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, that's a good story. Let's hear it.
You're going to
again.
derail the conversation to ask a stupid fucking question like that?
This is
Did
gonna
you
look-
spit on a cop or not
Yes.
spit on a cop?
No, I didn't spit on a cop. I bit a cop, you fucking asshole.
Did you believe Dirk when he said you were handsome?
Well, you know me.
That's a great
Hollywood HB.
Did you believe that's my joke? You're now using my jokes. Hollywood HB. That's Hollywood Mersh. That's my thing.
Oh, I didn't know. Your point, though.
Oh, your girlfriend's
Love
here.
it.
Your girlfriend's here.
You just proved your point.
Hey, Dirk.
I'm here. That was creepy.
Okay, so Dirk shows up. This is the first time he is meeting his girlfriend, Dirk.
That when he sent me that video.
But did you really? But did you really think he was handsome?
No.
Why did you say it then? Why would you lie?
Hey, you're the weirdo who's has that.
You're the
channel
weirdo
in the
who
first place.
called me over and over again because my profile pic was of a girl.
Now, what is the story? How did Hostbusters show up after that? What happened?
Well, the first message was he said, hey, and then started calling me.
Wow.
What?
You didn't even respond yet?
No, he said, hey, and then waited 4 minutes and started calling me.
Jesus.
And then I gave him a wave emoji, and then he
Hey,
called
man.
me again.
You should know what to expect when you have a girl's picture. You're actually the asshole in this situation because you're using her
Told
likeness.
me like 5 million times.
You know what I mean?
That actually, that might be true. That might be true that he's the asshole.
Yeah, he's actually the douchebag. I was just talking to a person I thought was a real person. He actually stole somebody's identity and did some shitty stuff.
Unfortunately, people are still going to laugh at you as the end result.
Oh, I can take a joke. I can take a laugh. He's still an asshole.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
No, you cannot. You can't take a joke at all.
Dude.
No, you're
and
right.
then
In
You
fact,
sent me
you're
your
right.
stand-up video. That was
Yeah.
terrible.
Wait, does the stand-up video still exist? Do we have that somewhere? I got
Oh,
it.
now it's probably gone.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's gone. Oof.
Can
you
send Dirk's been sharing a lot of
Let me
screenshots
ask you,
lately.
how often do you do this bit to get dick pics from people? Is this like a hobby of yours?
They call me like a bunch of times.
Listen, he could have Googled the same dick pic you did. I don't think he.
No, but like, do you do this with a lot of people?
Do you Google a lot of dick pics?
No, I'm asking him. You
I
know,
mean,
you don't
I'm
have
the
to
one that
cover.
Googled tits, not you.
Do you instantly call and harass?
It's all right. You guys can cover for each other. I get it. I get
I'm
it.
actually legitimately trying to think. I think I've only done it twice, to be
Do
honest.
you instantly call and harass every girl photo you see on Discord?
Sex pest.
And has that ever panned out for you? Like, when was the last time you talked to a girl?
But you didn't get any, compromising images.
Hang on a second. If I change my picture to a girl
Fair.
picture, are you gonna start messaging me?
We got
Maybe.
compromised. We got compromising you talking to a guy and telling him that he's beautiful inside. I think that's enough compromise.
Oh,
for
it's
us
funny.
to, move on.
But, I'm not going to
Instead,
fucking... I get it. Like, guys like you have so little self-esteem that you'd probably kill yourself over something like that. I can
But
handle it.
luckily for me, that would never happen to me, so I don't have to kill myself.
Hey, you're right, because you're a Chad with your fucking Wendy's girl hair.
What?
What?
I get
Are
it.
you retarded?
No, yes, we already established I'm retarded.
Oh, wait a
So
second. Wait a second.
That's a get out of jail free card.
Are you one of
But-
those bizarre? Wait. Hang on. Are you one of those bizarre people who seems to believe, for some bizarre reason, that I have red hair?
No, I'm just saying you have girl hair.
And the only girl you can think of is Wendy? You're that fat? This is a real question. Where did
I
your
don't know,
family?
'cause I'm-
Where did your family
Where's
go
my-
wrong?
Deciding
Here
to
it
have
is.
kids.
Like, how did you end up like this? Are you a product of divorce?
No.
Really?
Maybe they should have been divorced, but they didn't.
Did your dad beat your mom, or
No,
Did your dad fuck you?
could he have?
no.
It was something at school that happened to you.
Are your parents siblings?
You're a bunch of therapists trying to figure out my problem.
We want you to stay. We want you to get better.
Why
I
are
want
you
you
a
to
drug
thrive.
addict?
And not survive.
What led to you becoming a drug addict?
I got touched
Hell yeah, man.
inappropriately.
All right, come on. No, you didn't.
No,
Yeah,
Wow.
no, I made it up to sound cool. Yeah.
It
Well,
was
I think you made it
entirely
up to sound like you
appropriate.
had sex. I just don't buy it. Molested,
It
stolen
was
valor.
entirely appropriate.
Was it the rabbi?
Who touched you?
Person who shouldn't
He's
have.
getting, you can.
You say who? Your dad?
No.
Well, it wasn't your
It was
mom.
Mike David.
It was Mike
member.
David. Mike David touched him. Mike David gripped him.
Just to be clear, this is real. We actually just learned that Hebe was molested!
Congratulations.
And I stick enough things on my butt, I'll make the most money.
It was an uncle.
Family, man.
This isn't a bit. He was molested. This is a molested man. When you've been sitting there wondering how is this possible? It's because this is a man of molestation. Just to be clear.
Did you ever tell anyone?
No.
Yeah,
How
us.
does it make you feel? Let's talk
Besides
about
us,
this.
did you ever tell anyone?
Did you feel weird down there
Oh,
after
you
it happened?
guys, because you fucking pulled it out of me.
Is that why you're taking pills right now?
Well, we pulled it out of you because they put it in you. But in what were you just like jacked off? They finger your butthole? Did they actually fuck you? Did you have to suck on something? What happened?
Conversation.
What? You brought it
Is
up.
this a real conversation you're trying to have?
I'm actually
Yeah.
curious. I actually want to know.
Me too.
I want to know what's wrong with you.
Get help.
I just want
guys
to
are
know the story.
creeps.
That's
What
I'll
happened?
laugh at you.
For real, what is the story though? For real.
I'm not going to elaborate. You guys are fucking creeps.
Oh, the
What's your
moderator.
deal,
the
You brought it
tried
up.
to
called us
fuck me.
creeps. Wow.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't try
Tried
to
to
fuck
fuck me, sir.
Why are you bringing up molestation, you creep?
Are you a sex addict now? Is that why you hit up Dirk for cyber
Is
sex?
that why you're a
bring it.
pedophile? Because your dad touched you?
No, but HB, seriously, where did he touch you, and who was it? Let's talk about this. Like, we really want to help.
We don't need to get into this.
You'll probably never talk to us again.
I
We'd
don't
love
understand.
You to, but
I don't understand why you brought it up though.
I didn't.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
it was like a
It's a
Yeah,
crime.
you
Back
did,
into a
though.
This
corner.
is a cry for help.
We
This is a
didn't
cry
know
for
you
help.
had been molested. How would we bring it up?
You said what went wrong.
And then you're like, I've been
What
touched.
made
You
you
were
this
molested.
person?
All right. Okay. For real.
that's fair.
For real. How old were you when it happened?
I don't want you to run with this and make it part of your show.
Change your name in the server. Molested Semite.
Well, I mean, it would explain maybe why you would hit up someone
Yeah.
randomly.
Yeah.
To,
All right, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to be called MS from now on. Ladies and gentlemen, AKA molested Semite.
Is that what
No, but
Wally had?
seriously, HB, when did it happen?
I
Talk to me,
almost
buddy. I'm a
started to
therapist.
think you guys were cool.
We're trying to help.
No, it's MS.
But seriously,
MS now.
how old were you? Who molested?
MS, man. Just be mindful that every woman you interact with on the internet is likely going to be Podawful now.
Yeah.
Every single
Oh,
woman
wait,
you
hang on.
interact with.
Were you catfished by a family member that molested you viciously?
He was catfished by Anna.
Well, he was catfished by Dirk. I don't like that you were
having
molested, and I do feel bad for you. I'm sorry, man.
You guys are not a trustworthy group.
You can trust us more than you can trust like a family reunion you're at.
That's very true.
Here's a real question, though, and I am being serious about this. Did you come? Were there just no other kids at your school? I mean, fuck.
You're horrifying looking, man.
Yeah, you couldn't have been the best looking one, right? Or were
He
you
might
just
have
the
been, he might have been a
slowest?
cute kid. He might have been a cute kid. You know.
Were you just the slowest and the
Nah,
easiest to
you're
catch?
homeschooled. Let's just put it this way, Jesse. I am going to be looking up your information later. I'm going to
I
burn
just
your
want-
house down while you're sleeping. I'm going to find you and I'm going to murder you. I'm going to find you and I'm going to stab you. I'm going to put a gun in your mouth, dude.
Are you insane? I wouldn't even be scared. I would molest you.
You said you already did.
This clearly didn't go the way you thought. This clearly didn't go the way you thought. So he came in, he thought he had us. He thought, oh, he's going to trounce us with the red bar shit. He was going to completely Diapebeast us. And unfortunately, we had other plans. Well, it didn't end there. That's the thing, is it just kept going. And it kept going. And it's been going. It's been going up until the very last minute right before this show. But only, I think maybe a week later or so, I think it was a week later, HB is doing his show, Busters. You'll remember Busters from his invitation to Dirk to be on it. Well, Dirk took up that invitation. It turns out someone tuned into it and saw HB, saw molested Semite wearing something a little odd. It's something he's never worn before. I guess Podawful had a bit of an impact on him. Check this out.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. What's wrong with
And
that?
he was a stranger. You didn't know the guy.
No, everybody knew him. You know these guys you say hello to, and you
What was
kinda,
his first
he
name?
knows me, but I didn't
What was
really
his
know
first-
him.
What was his first name?
John.
Okay.
Unusual, huh?
Yeah.
Wait a
I
second.
don't know why that came in my head, but it did.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about him.
He'll probably be a.
Okay, that's bizarre. I've never seen Hostbusters part of Blue Glasses Gang before, but he's got the little round blues on. He's pulling a mill hip right now. So I get informed about this. I decide it's time to show up. It's time to do something about this. This Diapebeast needs a severe intervention. And so we showed up.
Boycott for a week or two.
Oh, is this a real person, Laura Craft Bay?
Oh no!
Oh, hey,
Okay.
what's up, Hostbusters? Hey.
Oh, it's a real person. Cool.
Oh, is this Podawful?
Hey, cool glasses.
Let's talk to him.
I'll say the same about
All right,
you, but
what's
it's not
happening,
true.
bro?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking to Podawful. For the universal audience, Podawful is Redbar Jr.
Happy to be here,
now-
by the way. Hostbusters, I know you had this embarrassing thing where you got catfished by a guy. But what's with the glasses? What's going on with these blue
Listen,
Wait a
I'm
minute.
a
What do you mean you
sexual
got
gay
catfished by a
person.
guy?
It's
I didn't know that.
2023.
You were
Everybody's
having
gay.
cyber sex with a guy on Discord, but forget about that.
Whoa.
What is
Yeah, I
with
know
the glasses? I've never seen you wear these glasses before. What's going on there?
I'm which glasses? These
Well,
ones?
Welcome to
or-
Podawful Jr., everyone.
Do you want me to go to this one?
I can't see you because you've put me on the main screen here for some reason. So
Oh, I can go full. I was giving you
stumble,
credit,
stumble over
but-
words.
All right, we'll go back to normal.
Took off the glasses in shame.
Back to
All
abnormal.
right, so if I was going Podawful, I would go with smaller glasses, but I'll go back to normal glasses.
Wait, he mentions that you had a gay something, and then he wants to talk about your glasses.
No,
I
listen,
didn't know this other
Jesse
story.
P.S. is a good.
I don't want to talk about
He's a
the.
good faith actor.
I don't want to
Jesse.
talk about. I don't want to talk about you fucking with the guy on Discord.
Why were you fucking?
No,
with
you
a guy,
can.
HB?
No.
That's more interesting too
that's
than
too
glasses.
embarrassing.
Come on.
Let's talk about it. You can embarrass me. I want you to embarrass me because you're funny and
No.
for the universal audience,
Oh
Jesse P.S. is a comedian.
Somebody sent me this
he's-
link saying that you were wearing these round blue glasses, and I just want to know when you started
Okay,
doing it.
what's going on with that guy?
No,
and you
the
HB?
round blue glasses
I never
are
heard
these
this.
actually. I'll wear these ones. Now these are the Jesse PS glasses.
Why are you having gay sex on air with this guy, man?
Now I'm
What's that
a
story
sexual gay person.
Now, when did you start wearing these? When did you get those?
Maybe
I
when he
turned
turned gay.
in 2023. You know, I realized that the gay
Why do you have
pride
a
era.
toothpick hanging out of your mouth? By the
Well,
way?
it's
Better out of his nose.
You follow.
Do you have an oral fixation?
I have an
There's
oral
orifice
fixation. Do you follow Jesse?
Are you trying to look cool? It looks
He
so
is.
I'm trying to look
He doesn't
cool.
have to try like
Do you follow?
Glasses are crooked, by the way. Can you?
No, they
know.
look cool, man.
I
You're the
know.
one trying to look good.
Now, do you follow Kill Tony?
No,
You don't watch Kill Tony?
not at all.
You don't watch Red Bar?
Nope.
No, what happened with you and Red Bar?
What does it have to do with your blue glass? You haven't answered a single question I've asked so far.
I want to hear about the gay affair thing.
Well,
I am
come on. All right,
willing-
listen, hang on. Don't Sam Hill. Sorry, I don't know you, buddy, but
Well, so what? I'm the co-host, dude.
I got you. But let's not go into the weeds.
I'm
come
grateful
on,
to have Jesse here.
You threw that out there.
It
It's
would
interesting.
be
I never heard this
too embarrassing. It would be way too embarrassing for him to talk
So
about.
what? It's streaming.
Well, he's
What
your
did he do,
co-host.
man?
He's your co-host, dude. Come on, don't do this to him.
He just said he can talk about. You're the one who brought it up. Oh, you're on me. You're the one who set it out there, man.
I
never
don't
knew
think
about this.
I don't think I said that first. I think Hostbusters did, didn't he?
I think that whatever Jesse is trying to say, he should lay it out there.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Can I see what is directly to the right, your right there of the brick wall? What is that? Is it a fake brick wall? It is fake, right?
Oh yeah, it's fake. You know,
see the seam down the.
We're
middle.
not real.
How could you tell?
Listen,
Well, there's a seam. There's a seam
I
down
know
the
I'm
middle, right
kidding.
above his
I
head.
know. I know. It's obvious.
Did
No,
you-
you're right.
Did you paint it orange?
No, I wish I did. Now, I also wish you understood that it's red, not orange.
It looks. Am I crazy? Am I the only one who thinks this looks orange? Am I crazy?
No, it could be either
you
one.
are
man.
the
It
only
could be
one.
orange or red.
Sam says it could be orange.
Could be, yeah.
Listen,
All right. I really
red,
no. I'm honestly only here for one reason, Hostbusters, and I'm gonna leave you alone. I don't want to mess with you. The glasses thing though.
That's a stupid reason.
no, you're here to roast me. You're
No,
here to
course.
tear me
I
apart.
just want to know when you started wearing the blue glasses. That's
No,
it.
you sent out that gay thing. on
Jesse, you
purpose.
came here to roast me.
No, I
You
did
came
not.
here to tear me to
That's
shreds.
kind of a compliment. When another guy
and
thought he was
Honestly,
gay
can
or
I tell you honestly what happened? See, I'm 100%
happened?
serious.
What
I
happened?
was streaming live. I was doing my show. I ended the stream. I went into my Discord. People were watching you in the Discord. I see the blue glasses. I go, this is psycho. This is crazy. He's
No, it
out.
looks good.
I'm not saying it. I think it looks great. Obviously,
Looks like John Lennon a little bit.
I wasn't even wearing these.
Howard
By the
Stern.
way,
Oasis,
these glasses.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yep.
Yeah.
My
I don't know
only
about
question
Ozzy
is,
Osbourne.
when did you purchase these glasses?
So these glasses I
Uh-huh.
didn't buy recently.
No. Okay.
No.
Which ones did you buy recently? That sounds like there are.
I can't find them.
Okay,
the
when
ones you
did
saw
you-
earlier.
when did
were
you
a little?
purchase those?
They were. So I got on probation. Now I don't know if you're a Red Bar listener.
Nope.
But and look, I don't blame you because Red Bar treated you like shit.
I don't
right?
listen to Red Bar because it stinks. It has
What
nothing-
did Red Bar do to him?
I'm not
I
one
don't
of-
follow
listen,
this.
Unlike
what did Red Bar do to him?
unlike a lot of, hang on a second. Unlike a lot of Red Bar fans, I don't listen to shows based on my feelings about a guy.
Wow.
It's whether or not it's entertaining. And Red Bar hasn't been entertaining since like 2013.
Wow.
Hey Stella.
That's fair.
Oh, Stella's hot.
Attractive lady.
Do you know Stella,
No.
Jesse?
Oh, just looks like a hot.
Hey,
oh,
what's up, Stella?
What's up, niggers?
Not again.
Every time.
Oh God.
Okay. So Gotta jump in here. So some random pranksters started showing up during Hostbusters thing. Now, I've had to edit this one down both for time and for content purposes. The original is no longer on YouTube, and now you can see why. But we will be going over all of the juicy details in the Pod After show immediately after this episode. We're not done yet in the free section here yet, but just get ready for the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. Get access to all of our primo episodes, everything you can't see on YouTube, and of course this Pod After show.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. Podawful.pizza.
Pizza.
Podawful.pizza.
All right, so more porn bombings and even extra stuff in the Pizza Fund in just a bit.
I don't know.
Porn bomb.
some gays
You got
like
porn bomb.
bomb.
Now,
Not a
I've never
different
seen
place.
you wear these glasses. The glasses are killing me, especially because I've never seen you wear
They're
these.
pretty
ever.
great. I
Have
will
you,
admit.
Sam? Have you ever seen him wear these before?
Yeah, they're pretty great, huh?
You have.
Now I
When-
kind of get your
You
point.
don't like them?
When was the last time you saw
No,
him
I
wear
like 'em.
these?
I think last week.
Yeah, I bet it was last week. Okay, well, anyway, that's all I needed to know. Thank you so much, Hostbusters,
boy.
So you're not saying they're good glasses,
for having. I obviously think they're great glasses.
but you wanted to roast me. You wanted to own me,
I
right?
said from the beginning, I have no intention of coming.
I want to hear about the gay thing.
Not on your own
See,
show.
Jesse is the type of guy who, like,
What?
I was in his live stream last week, and he said one of the things he said was, "Did this go the way you wanted it to go?" I was like, I don't know, man.
The answer was no. Your response was no, as in you had been pwned.
Well, of course, I didn't want it to go
Well, you had been pwned.
negatively
What
because
happened? What happened was you came in.
if it was
you
my
thought it was-
opinion,
you
I
thought it
would
was gonna
like to
go
be
your
praised.
way.
Go ahead,
and
Jesse.
what you thought was going to happen was you came in, you thought you had me, and then instead you got pwned.
I got pwned.
You got pwned. So
For the universal audience, explain that.
what does that mean? What is a universal? What does that mean when you say that?
For the
That is
viewers,
embarrassing.
for the people viewing right now,
You call that the universal audience?
the universal audience.
Dude, it's a joke. Don't you get it? Come on.
No.
Now listen.
Well, I
Jesse's
got it.
A little,
You think he's
Jesse
serious?
can't keep up. It's okay.
I can't.
Well,
he can't.
obviously you can.
No.
No, you were saying that you pwned me, so let's go on.
Oh, you explain it. I'm not going to do that to you on your own show. I'm
You
not.
said you pwned me, and
You
I
ex-
want
If
people.
you want it explained, you have to explain.
So Jesse pwned me, I guess, because I cyber sexed somebody, and it turned out to be a dude. And I guess, like in a world where you're gay,
True.
in a world where gay people are bad,
Yeah.
that Jesse thinks gay people are like the worst people this side of heaven.
No, there's worse.
Then that's bad. In my world, they're good people. So
Really?
I don't see a sin in that.
Fucking world do you live in?
I live in the real world, and it's 2023.
Land of delusion.
And it's about to be 2024.
Would you ever let a gay couple adopt you?
He's been watching
I
Stall
mean, I'm old
Master.
enough that I don't really need parents.
If they had a lot of money.
You live with your parents, though. So
Yeah, I live with
He's
my
married.
parents.
Dude. Are you?
yes, actually, but you're
Well,
married.
congratulations. So we're all me too. We're all
Wait, hang
married.
on a second. You're married
Yeah.
to what?
Oh, come on.
A
What
guy
do you mean to
or a
what?
girl?
Lena
to a
Dunham.
guy.
No.
I'm actually asking. I'm not being facetious.
Hey, you know me. I'm married to a guy.
I don't know. I know literally. I know one thing about you.
Would that offend you?
If you were married to a guy,
Jesse, let's say I was married to a guy. Would that offend you?
it wouldn't offend me. Although it would feel like you're taking away from the sanctity of my marriage.
Your marriage? What does that mean?
My marriage to my wife.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Well, but it would
that-
feel
that-
that way.
How?
Well, that's your feelings, dude. That's strange.
Are you actually married, or are you just fucking around?
No, I'm not fucking around.
She's Israeli, and I've been in Israel. And,
When did you marry her, Hostbusters?
Recent enough.
Well, it would have to be pretty recent because you were cyber sexing with someone you thought was a lady not that long ago. Were you cheating on your wife?
Listen, I'm a sexual gay person. I'm a bad person.
So either
Now,
either you're
let
lying
me ask
about
you a
being
question.
married, either you're lying about being married, or you cheated on your wife.
You're right. It's one of the two, but not one of the other.
Oh, that makes this a
Now-
lot better of an episode.
Okay.
Okay, so he is married, and he's been married for, I believe, around 10 years.
Holy shit.
Which means he would have been cheating on his wife. Now, the next thing I'm going to do here is completely unrelated to his marriage or anything else, okay? Now, remember, this is the guy who's busting hosts. He's busting with hosts. He's busting at hosts. And this is his podcast. That thing you just saw there, that's a stream. That's just a stream. He used to have a podcast called Breaking and Entering. B&E, let's call it. Just B&E. And I just thought you would be interested in hearing what his idea of a good podcast is. So we'll just interrupt what we were talking about for that. Just random.
God dang motherfucker.
Kind of sounds like comedy shaman there.
You're a goddamn motherfucker. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
He's got a co-host. Oh, this is interesting.
How you doing?
Did you record?
Yeah, I'm recording right now.
Oh, okay.
We're here at
This is just on their public YouTube channel, available to anybody.
Brian Lecter's house.
Wait, what was it? Sorry.
We're here at,
everybody quiet for a second.
At
Brian Lecter's house.
The Brian Lichter Studios.
Oh, you're
also known as
my bae.
I'm your B.
Uh-huh.
So here's the deal.
I don't know what Brian Lichter Studios is, but okay.
We're gonna keep this shit short because we got some short films to make, and
just commenting on a publicly available podcast. You can hear how good it is.
Here's what we're here to talk about. Is I'm kind of gonna interview Enam because
interview what? Elon? What was that?
Here to talk about is I'm kind of gonna interview Enam because she hasn't been on as many episodes as I have, so I just want to give you a rundown of.
Okay.
Well, I feel like I missed some of the interviews, not on purpose, because I had other stuff to do. And then I got to the point where I feel like you've been doing them only for so long that it's kind of your thing now.
Well, I mean...
oh, man, I'd rather hear Keemstar's kid sister's voice. 17.
I like to step back in, so
You
we'll
can
see.
hear the size of her nose.
Yeah.
Miss Todd Glasses, you were at the wedding of your brother and another person. And your brother and his wife.
It's whatever, though. I mean, because I feel like if you want to keep them for yourself, that's fine. Or if you want me to...
And she sounds old.
Yeah, she sounds old as shit. She sounds like almost 10 years older than the other guy. Okay, well, that's completely unrelated to anything. Doesn't really matter. But I feel like that's not a very good showing of their podcast material. Maybe they're just kind of getting into the groove on that one. Let's play another one. Wait, which one was that? That's episode 21. Let's play another one here. Let's try episode 19. Okay, episode 19, just completely random. The B&E show. Breaking in. I don't know why it's called B&E.
Brian and Elon.
So for the first time
yeah, those names were mentioned. I guess that's okay. You might be right about that. I don't know who they are, but
Breaking and Entering, we're doing a little investigative journalism.
Okay, this sounds like a good. This sounds cool. This sounds like a great episode.
Enam has Boost Mobile.
Okay.
She black or something?
Yeah, you good? Go ahead. Chirp. Yeah, go ahead. You good? Chirp.
Where you at, dog?
Where you at? You good? Go ahead.
And when she started, the bill was due on the 8th of every month. And then for some reason it was due on the 7th of every month. And then recently it was switched to the 6th of every month. And she really didn't have an explanation for why this was happening. So she called, and apparently what they're saying is that part of just a little background, they have something called a shrinkage plan. It starts out at...
Because he has a small dick.
Like 55? It starts out at $50 a month, and then every 6 months? Every 6 months it goes down by $5. So 50, 45, 35...
Okay, I'm following.
45 to 35.
Or 45, 40, 30.
All right, yeah, numbers.
5.
Somehow.
35 is the minimum.
I'm lost.
Now, did you notice this happening when you went to 50 to 45? No. So they're saying that part of this plan, which I still don't get, is that
clearly
every time that it goes down by $5, your date for the bill goes back 1 day, so it goes from 8th to the 7th to the 6th. Now, first of all,
to the 6th, to the 5th, to all of a sudden it was the 1st, to the 9th, to the negative 90th day.
They made a mistake here.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we're listening to truly is 40 minutes of two Jews haggling over $4. Okay? That's not a joke. I listened to this entire podcast. It's them calling Boost Mobile and going through every single, like they just keep getting the runaround over and over again. And it just, how do we get less money? Please, there should be less money on our bill. You should be giving us money for using you.
Here because
podcasting.
She already reached the limit for how far
the internet,
the price could go down.
The internet.
So, it can't go from 35 to 30. So they really had no point to bring it down to the 6th. So what I'm going to do here is look up on the internet and see if they give any kind of explanation.
This is literally less than $2. 1/30th of a $35 bill.
There was supposed to be a sale. And we were supposed to get it, and then we didn't get the sale. And I also, by the way, when I opened up my mobile phone, I noticed there was a draft. So and then because I didn't have enough money in my account, I overdrafted. So now it's far too drafty in here. So please, you're going to have to, and I should be compensated. In fact, we should be giving more money to Israel over this, as a matter of fact. I mean, okay, first of all, Boost, do you support Hamas? Is it, because this is starting to feel like a Shoah. This is a war crime.
About the shrinking payments.
I mean, my payments, they were meant to shrink. Suddenly they go, what, they go up now? My payments, they go up now? What happened to the shrinking? Okay, I went from 10-inch bent dick to tiny dick. I mean, that's shrinkage, okay? I think I know shrinkage when I say, okay, I'm not going to make you sit through this whole fucking thing.
That's what I call it, my pickup line.
But I
did.
did.
Plan.
I sat through all of that. Okay, let's go back to HB because he's got a point to prove. And of course, where do we go? Back to Redbar, everybody.
I'm going to play this.
So he can't stop himself. We were just talking about what right before this.
I'm going to play this clip where Redbar says that Jesse is a creep.
So he needs to prove that Redbar thinks I'm a creep. That's the point of what's about to happen here. Wait till you see this. This is crazy. You had to type in Redbar.
But that's been closed down. Thank you to all those moderators who
it
was a little too far.
This is a clip about you.
But
Hostbusters
was a moderator on that Reddit. He was sharing, or he was okay with sharing child porn. And when I outed him about this, he refused.
That's right.
And I also said, you know what?
That's true.
Hostbusters a moderator.
Incorrect. But
It's right there in the clip that you're playing right now.
Myself and Redbar, we've buried the hatchet.
Well, listen, I'm glad that we cleared this one up.
We get along well.
Hostbusters is cool with sharing child porn. Thank you for playing that clip. I gotta go, guys.
No. Jesse, don't run away.
Jesse's scared. Oh, Jesse quit. He's scared of us.
Did he really run?
He's just
Yeah, I'm running. That's what's happening. It's not that he just, to prove that I'm a creep, he played Redbar saying that he's a child pornographer. That has nothing to do with it. So I just thought that was a really incredible part, but let's keep watching.
ran away, dude. What a bitch.
What? I want to play the part where he says, Jesse does stuff.
On that Reddit, he allows child porn to be posted, and he calls me and says he's going to destroy me. This is the real Hostbuster. Hostbuster heard me say this, and he responds. Oh, this is what I said. This was my comment. Hostbuster is okay with child porn being posted on the Reddit. He also calls me and leaves threatening voicemails. Just so everyone knows, he's not a fun character anymore. He's a bad man. Because some people are like, Hostbuster, he's part of the Redbar world. He's funny. He's just ragging on Mike. It's all okay. But it's not okay because he's calling and he's doing the child porn.
So think of the disgusting level of hypebeast simpitude, Diapebeast simpitude you have to be under. This guy publicly outed him as a CP guy, and now he's like, wow, Redbar makes the best show. He supports the Jewish community. He has a dolly camera. I mean, this is fucking pathetic.
Then, so I post this, and then Hosty.
Yeah, somebody says in chat, why did he stream this? Great question.
Does the unthinkable. And we have his video. Is this it?
Fucked up problems.
Okay, so here's a fun thing. So now, here's Anastasia, Hosty's dream girl. MS has always wanted to meet Anastasia, and here she is.
Don't be banning people, Sam. Oh, he did. He just banned somebody. Sam, knock it off.
What's up, man?
Who's there?
It's me, Anastasia. The guy that you messaged. Remember me? When we were in chat?
No.
Hey, you called me like 5 times. All I did was say hello.
What's happening?
Remember that? I tricked you with this profile pic, basically. Remember that, Hostbuster?
Oh yeah, you did a good job.
Yeah,
you were amazing.
You sent that really creepy message to me, dude.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah, it was. Hello, Master Chief Jesus. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know, man.
Bro, you were married at the time? I didn't agree to that.
We got your gay ups.
I get it. Jesse was exposed for being a pedo.
No, Redbar literally said Hostbusters is a pedophile.
No,
he literally
said
that.
Jesse
Yes,
does stuff.
That was the start of the video, dude. What are you arguing? That was dumb.
He said Jesse does stuff with children.
No, he said you were a pedophile. He literally said that at the start.
You know, water under the bridge. Everything's good.
Water under the bridge. He called you a pedophile. I don't know.
Right, 3 years ago. Do you know how time works?
Hostbuster said, hey.
Yeah, I know how time works. If it was 3 years ago, then that kid might still, only be 14.
Oh, look at the shape of that head.
Who are you? HP said you white.
So now we're pulling. All right, this is great. Remember the Dick Masterson simp text? So now Dirk is pulling that on Hebe. He's forcing. This is like when I went on Ethan Ralph's thing and I just started reading the simp texts. It's like that, but if everyone involved was the least interesting person of all time, including Dirk.
I said,
dude,
yes.
You switch up don't just show your ball.
No, I don't anymore.
I actually think
And of course, what do? They pull the Killstream move. They just talk over him. They try to make it go away. Actually, he's a Chad for doing this. Oh, he's a Chad for having sex with a guy on the internet.
LOL. So are you white?
But that goes two ways. If if Heeb's a Chad for doing it, well, then Dirk's a Chad for doing it. Dirk's our gay Chad champion. You know, he's a Navy man. This is basically built into their code, their honor code.
Well, I mean, come on. Eat dick.
Why don't you
I
show-
gave you a
Ed,
thumb up.
your head is
To be honest, you want dick.
I know it's hard to understand. Give it a second here. It'll clear up.
Shut up. HB.
No, let him go. He's
Lesbo.
He wants
At
to
least
own
I
me.
get
Let him
pussy.
go.
Like, what kind of girl wants to talk to a random guy at 5 a.m? Are you retarded? Imagine getting pussy as a woman. LOL. Sounds funny. Imagine not getting pussy as a man. That is what I said to you. It must suck for those guys. So who are you? A guy who gets pussy. LOL. Okay, but why are you talking to me? So what do I...
So now he's just allowing it on his own stream. I remember I begged to not do this on Heeb's own show. I was so kind by bringing it up and saying, let's not talk about it. But he just wouldn't do it.
What do you look like? You know what I look like. I look like Seth Rogen. I love Seth Rogen. And then...
Wow. Cope laugh.
I sent you a photo, a selfie she sent me. Here's the selfie.
And so now Dirk's showing the screen.
Oh, she's hot. Hell yeah.
No, she isn't. She looks exactly like Chewie. Okay? That's the least hot a girl can be without, swapping races.
Yeah.
There you go. LOL. So what do you do for fun? HB says TV, video games, skate. You mostly work.
Nice.
I work with my church and ride my e-bike and play sports.
Someone in chat says, who are these people? These are all Diapebeasts, actually. I didn't find that out until later. But this Jeremy guy, the Radio 4 man, by the way. Yeah, because this is also another... we got a gaggle of pretend radio guys here. So he's a Diapebeast. I'm pretty sure this Alex guy's a Diapebeast. And then Jarva. All right, you see that bizarre concoction? I had to cut all this out because it just didn't fit with everything else. But Jarva is this insane woman. A true mentally ill schizophrenic who films herself sleeping on YouTube. She's one of these... she's a true goon because she's got thousands of YouTube accounts dating back years and years and years, just filled with garbage, digital litter all over it. Heeb, the reason he has been coming into our Discord over and over again, I'm only playing you a slice. All right, this isn't the whole deal. He keeps coming in because he wants to white knight for Jarva. He believes that we porn bombed Jarva and got one of her millions of shit YouTube channels taken down. I've never heard of this person before. First time I ever heard of her is when he brings her up to me. I tell him, I don't think I did. And to be honest, even if I did, I don't care. But I'm pretty sure I didn't do it. He's demanding I apologize to this mentally ill woman. Well, again, this is a married man who wants to cheat on his wife. So what's his reasoning for white knighting for weeks for her? I wonder.
Nice. I like HB.
It's a little 2000.
HB. I made HB come. I don't know if you guys do.
I've been catfished by fat girls before.
I got kicked
Hold
off.
on. Does this stand-up
All right,
video still work?
keep owning me. Go ahead.
I already owned you. I made you come.
I owned you.
Whoa! That's new. You've never heard a guy say that before, but that is, if you make another guy come against his will, he's been pwned. Okay? That's brand new. That's hot off the presses. Dirk is an original. He just took a big hit of vape here live because he's worried about this being out there. But Dirk, you no need to hang your head in shame. You are a true Podawful original. Congratulations.
I mean, you come, bitch.
Hey, let's put you on full cam.
What are the trophies for? What are the trophies for? What are those trophies for?
Definitely trophy up. Let's see.
Wow, look at all those trophies. This is, didn't I tell you? Dirk's a Chad. Look at all those trophies he's got.
Get trophies. Let's see it.
What is that for?
These guys are so nervous that you might be a decathlete or a fucking arm wrestling champ. I mean, if you're an arm wrestler, imagine how much you could make a guy come with.
Small dick.
Can somebody?
So now Dirk is showing on Hostbusters' own stream the "I have a small dick" text message. Okay.
You know how Jewish people are.
Look at
Let's
all
be
the
honest.
myths.
You know me.
What are the trophies for?
Anastasia, are you ready to come out of the closet? Listen, I'm not.
He's still calling you Anastasia. The dream is still alive in Heeb's heart.
I'm a Jewish person. What do you expect?
I mean, you messaged me first, dude.
No, but I'm talking outside of me.
But you messaged me.
You know, for the universal.
And again, we had other people came in and porn bombed. Dirk keeps showing the giant bent cock on the stream. We'll go over all of that in the Pod After show.
Audience, let's talk about other people, right?
You called me
Let's
over
talk
and
about
over.
other folks.
I wasn't even trying to.
I'm not the only person.
Me, bro.
Am I the only person you spoke to?
Can you admit I made you come?
What?
Just admit I made you come.
I'm not going to admit that because I don't.
I
think
did,
that's
didn't
true.
I? You jacked off to this pair of tits, right? Say I made you come.
Oh yeah, you made me come.
That angle.
Yeah, we might need to clip this actually. You look like the Dilbert guy here, Dirk.
That bit where he says that and his nose is peeking over the frame, we need to cut that out and make that an emoji in the server.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Say
I made you come.
Come.
Oh yeah, you made me come, dude.
Okay, you won.
Absolutely. Because I'm gay, get it? Because I'm a sexual gay person, and it's 2023. So
Is that
Podawful
the coolest
wins.
guy on the internet trophy?
Listen, Podawful 1,
Chaos
Busters
trophy.
0.
Podawful 1.
Podawful definitely won.
Podawful 1, Busters 0.
Podawful 1.
That's right.
Podawful 1.
Of course, the big question of that whole stream was what were the trophies for? And of course, we found out they were trophies for making Heeb come. So congratulations, Dirk. That was an amazing job of making a man jizz as another guy. But it doesn't end there either. It doesn't end there because just today, Hostbusters contacted me, very contrite. All of a sudden, his whole demeanor had changed, and he offered up an apology. Turns out, he was in the wrong the whole time, and it was time to make the apology. So let's take a look at that. Actually, before we do that, hang on a second. Let's call that Gravestone place, huh?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
I feel like this whole marriage thing ain't gonna work out too well between Heeb and his wife. Anastasia is sort of a home wrecker if you think about it. Let's call
Thank you for calling Landmark Monuments. You've reached us outside of our normal business hours.
Okay.
For the office clerk, please press 1. To leave a message for someone in sales, please press 2.
This is where he lives. It's outside his house. Literally same building.
Thank you for calling Landmark Monuments. Our normal office hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday or by appointment evenings or Saturday. If you have reached this message during these hours, we are either on the phone or helping another family. Please leave a message and we will be in contact with you.
Whoa, that was a piercingly loud beep on your answering machine there. Sorry. Anyway, my name's Jesse from Podawful. You might have heard of me. Listen, I have a bit of an odd request. I'm interested in one of your gravestones, and I notice you have a lot of them outside of your building, all around the house there. And my interest is, would it be possible to get one engraved but leave it there on your yard? I'm mostly interested in that. I'm willing to pay full price, whatever it is. I don't know what the prices are, but whatever it is, I'm willing to pay. I just need it to say Hostbusters marriage on one of the headstones, and then you just leave that in the yard. If that's possible, let me know. I would pay to keep it there as well. It looks like, I guess you just keep those on display. But I'm very interested in that. It's very important to me. I am a Jewish businessman. Thank you very much. And you can give me a call back at 480-382-9385. 480-382-9385. Again, I'm a wealthy Jewish guy. My name is Jesse Leiter. Bye. Okay. So we'll see if we get a call back from them. We'll see what happens. All right, here's Hostbusters offering an apology. And this doesn't go the way he expected neither.
I was requested by Jesse.
Is this HB?
Oh, hey, Hebe.
Oh, welcome back.
Hey, man, what's going on, dude?
Tom Gully!
Listen, Jesse.
Yeah, man. What's
overreacted. I overreacted, you know.
What did you overreact about?
I made, I was creating drama for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I apologize.
What was that drama you're talking about exactly?
I said that you were gay and retarded,
mm-hmm.
and that you porn bombed somebody.
Right. And what is the truth? What ended up being the truth on that one?
That the person did not care, and that you didn't do it.
And that I'm not gay and retarded, I guess, since you brought that part up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, just to be clear, the person in question, this mentally ill woman you've been simping for weeks now, she never even asked you to do any of this, huh?
Not that I know of.
No. Okay.
But you asked for an apology, you got it.
So you're saying you apologize?
I mean, you heard me say it.
Well, I didn't hear you say I apologize.
Jesse, it is with the greatest respect that I apologize.
And this has nothing to do with the fact that I have all of your info and you cheated on your wife with a guy in my server, right?
Well, if you cross genders, it don't count.
Well, we'll find out. All right. Thanks, Brian. See you tomorrow.
Wait, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
No, listen, dude. I overreacted.
Right.
It was wrong of me.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I don't need you making any, big deal about this.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean by you're going to see me tomorrow?
See you tomorrow.
No, just tell me what that means.
All right, Hebe.
Come on, dude.
All right, man.
What?
Okay.
So are you going to dox me? What are you saying?
Dox you?
Yeah.
Dox you?
What's going to happen tomorrow?
Dox you?
What's going to happen tomorrow?
Dox you?
You can say the same thing. I'm just saying.
I'm answering your question.
I don't care about the drama with that. I just don't.
Understood. That's fair. I'm going to abide by that as long as you admit right now that you are a failed wannabe comedian.
Well, I'm not successful.
Right. Failed. Failed. Given up on the dream.
Comedian.
Wannabe.
Given up.
Wannabe.
I'm a wannabe internet sensation. I'm a wannabe comedian. All
you
the
made
above.
memes about yourself. You had multiple podcasts. And you failed in every single respect every single time.
Failed at losing weight. You know me.
And I think this is most important, failed at marriage.
You're right. I'm
because
divorced.
You cheated on your wife.
Well, it's not really that when you have certain understanding.
No, I made you come.
I don't think you do have certain understandings.
Well, then you're correct. Then if that's what you want to believe, then that's fine.
Well, I'm going to find out personally if you do or don't.
How's that?
I'm going to ask her.
You're much more likely to get me as a fan if you accept
Is
the
it an
apology.
open relationship by its nature? Open?
What?
Oh man, dude. All right. Well,
you're much more likely to get me as a fan, as a long-term fan who buys T-shirts, possibly.
You already told me you
joins
don't even
your-
buy Redbar shirts. You're not even that good of a Diapebeast.
No, that's because I thought he was going to share my private
True.
address.
And I would do that as well, actually.
If you want to get me as a fan, I think you're doing it the wrong way.
That's great.
Who is this
You
guy?
are not.
It's Hostbusters.
I don't need you supposedly contacting people.
I don't have any private information.
If you do it more, that's going to be a problem
For who? For you?
for you.
How so?
If you do it more, I'll just spread rumors about you. I'll tell people that you're a pedophile.
Do you have any
I'll
idea how many-
manufacture evidence that's
No.
very realistic.
I'll be called a pedophile on the internet? No. Go ahead, do it. I'm going to call your wife. I'm going to tell her that you purposefully cheated on her with a guy.
Please leave your message for
Hey, it's Jesse from Podawful. Listen, we got a big problem. You see, Brian, he was having sex on the internet with a guy. It turns out he's a part of a pedophile ring where he trades CP with other pedophiles that he brings onto his little Hostbusters thing. I guess you know about it. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the red, orange brick thing, that's a symbol they use to identify each other so they know that it's safe to share CP. Anyway, if you check your Facebook messages, you'll see I've already sent you one. And it has all the proof of him cheating on you in DMs with a who he thought was a girl at first, found out was a guy, didn't stop him. He's into girls, he's into guys, he's into kids. Anyway, this is bad, but he didn't want me to tell you this, so I figured it was important for you to know. Okay, bye. Was that the thing you were just threatening to do to me? Was that it?
Wait, is that the guy who Dirk made come?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. He sat through that and listened to all of that.
Awesome.
That was a real phone call to his wife. Now, here's the thing. Hostbusters has had a real tough time. I mean, hey, he's had it real tough lately, you know? So, I mean, geez, he's had it hard. He was molested. He had a tough life. Come on, we gotta give him a break. Here's the thing. He was, when I made that call, he was headed off to a wedding. And we could hear either his mom or his old wife in the background going, come on, we got to go. And he had to keep going, stop, I'm on the phone. This was a very important call for him. That's actually what made me call her. But I knew he'd had it tough. I knew that he'd had a rough life. And listen, he threatened to kill me. He threatened to put a gun in my mouth, set my house on fire, stab me, come after my family, tell everybody I'm a pede, call up my host, spread rumors, all that kind of stuff. I'd had enough. I just needed to put the fear of God into him. I already had my apology. I already had my show ready to go. So I just wanted to dig that knife in a little deeper, give it the slightest twist, and then pull it back out and stitch him up again. So here's what really happened. He heard that whole phone call. But when I was done calling, I muted my microphone and I went into the voice menu system and I hit 3 and I deleted the message. So I really did leave that message, but I deleted it afterwards so she didn't receive it. So he's sitting there about to go to this giant family function with his wife, and he's terrified that she's about to learn that he's cheated on her. The whole time he's out there, he can't enjoy himself. He can't dance. He can't do anything. Now, he comes back to Discord hours and hours later. He had actually sent me a message because this had been weighing very heavily on him. In fact, at the end of that phone call, I said to him, now there's only one way you're going to be able to find out if that was real. You're going to have to ask her about it. You're going to have to ask her if she got a voicemail. And you know, oh my God, the lump in his Diapebeast heart must have been killing him that whole time, dying to ask her, but too scared to do so. Well, then he messages me and he says, Jesse, you were more charitable and friendly today than I expected. I appreciate you. You know what that means? He asked her. He asked her to check her voicemail, and he found out there was no voicemail. It's true. I really didn't. I deleted the voicemail. But what I didn't tell him was that 12 hours before that, I had already messaged her all of the screenshots on Facebook. Okay, see you in the pizza fund for the Podawful show. You want to get all of the porn bombing, all that kind of stuff, the full Hostbusters experience. We're going to go over there in just a few minutes, and we'll go live, and you'll see the entire thing. We'll wrap this up. And until next time, have an awful day. $6 level, Podawful.pizza.
Come.
Nigger.
Oh my God. Come on, please. We're still live. Jesus. Dirk, you're really rubbing that bald head of yours right now.
You were deafened.
I'm not deafened. I can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry. I really thought you were deafened.
You were
I'm so
deafened, she
sorry.
says to the guy who replied to her.